Welcome back to Nature Moment. In Zambia, there is a land where the lifeblood of nature weaves through the bush and waterways, a place where the natural world displays its rawest power and beauty. Lions are the true rulers of this land, leading powerful prides and stalking their prey with patience and deadly precision along the dried-up streams. Every step they took exuded an air of majesty, as if the entire plain was holding its breath, waiting for their next strike. Yet, in the darkness, another force was quietly rising. The African wild dog, a top predator with one of the highest hunting success rates, doesn't need to roar to inspire fear. They work together like a living machine, hunting their prey with whirlwind speed and superior tactics. Their clear, ringing calls echoed across the grasslands, like a fierce gust of wind that made the entire prairie come alive. Under the scorching sun along the Luangwa River, thousands of hippos are packed tightly together, growling and fighting over every precious patch of water. This is one of the most brutal scenes in the animal kingdom, a place where relentless battles erupt for the right to survive. And it was right here, at South Luangwa National Park, that the first walking safari was born, launching a journey that truly immerses people in the heartbeat of the wild. Our journey begins at Wongwa, the mysterious hunting valley. Beneath the cracked Earth's surface, the Nile crocodile lies motionless, waiting for a flood that may never come. On the sun-scorched land, spotted hyenas fiercely attack vultures in a struggle to snatch up scraps of rotting meat. In the sparse forest canopy, a leopard moved silently like a ghost, with only the rumbling of its hungry stomach breaking the quiet. A fierce reminder of nature's harshness and the relentless struggle for survival. The rainy season from 2023 to 2024 failed disastrously as El Niño caused a dramatic drop in rainfall, resulting in a severe drought that affected more than half of Zambia, including South Luangwa. The inevitable consequences: rivers running dry, disruption of the food chain, animals having their migration patterns thrown off, and severe outbreaks of disease. In the heart of this wild, natural landscape, life continues to endure with remarkable resilience. Survival is a game for those who know how to adapt. Opportunities always belong to those who dare to cling to the hope of the wild kingdom's revival. South Luangwa is a legacy of ancient geological upheavals when massive tectonic plates once tore apart the Earth's surface, creating deep valleys and fertile alluvial plains. Along the winding Luangwa River, horseshoe-shaped lakes, also known as oxbow lakes, appear like permanent scars, marking the river's constant. These winding ponds form a vibrant network of marshes, serving as the lifeblood that nourishes an intricate and diverse ecosystem. Across the landscape, mopane forests stretch out, their dense canopies resilient to heat and drought, providing a sturdy home for countless creatures. The higher mountain regions are covered with lush green mumbo forests, like a vibrant cloak, creating a cool and humid environment that serves as a sanctuary for unique species found nowhere else on Earth. The climate in South Luangwa is semi-arid and tropical, with a rainy season from November to April and a dry season from May to October. Annual rainfall ranging from 28 to 47 inches breathes new life into the wetland ecosystems, revitalizing every blade of grass and infusing the land with vitality. This is not just a story about land and wildlife. It's an epic tale of adaptation, of life constantly rising above the harshness of nature. It's also a reminder that wherever there are challenges, there are always opportunities and the vibrant force of life shining through. When the rain lets up, the transformation of nature becomes strikingly apparent. Water became scarce, and all creatures gathered around the small ponds and streams of the Langwa River. It is right in that stifling corridor that the natural world reveals its wild, dramatic beauty, leaving everyone in awe and admiration. Langwa Name is renowned for its incredible biodiversity and is home to more than 60 species of mammals and over 400 different species of. This is also the only place on Earth where you can encounter unique endemic species, such as the Thornycroft's giraffe or the rare Cookson wildebeest. In the heart of this wilderness, the river is the gathering place for all life. As the dry season intensifies, the river narrows, leaving behind horseshoe-shaped ponds, remnants of the old watercourse that still teem with vibrant life, attracting creatures of all shapes and sizes. Those natural lakes have become survival havens in the midst of drought. The safari walk through the heart of Langwa is a magical and iconic experience of the park. Visitors walk between 4 and 5 miles each day, weaving through forests and grasslands, following silent footprints, faint scents, and the distant calls of wild animals. Under the guidance of experienced tour guides, every step unveils a silent story, a harmonious symphony between you and the mysterious wonders of nature that no vehicle could ever replace. These adventures are not just experiences, but also journeys of self-discovery in harmony with the rhythms of nature. As dusk falls, a brilliant golden light blankets the heart of the Langwa forest, and the title of King of the Night is passed on to the leopard. There's no need for roaring or running with the pack. It rules the night with quiet elegance, feline agility and razor-sharp hunting instinct. This is the epitome of nature's purest predator. In the Langwa Valley, the territory of leopards varies greatly depending on their gender and individual needs. Males can occupy large territories ranging from 17 to 35 miles, while females maintain smaller areas from about 2 to over 25 miles. These areas often overlap, especially during the mating season. However, serious conflicts are very rare unless there is direct competition. Unlike other predators that rely on speed or teamwork, cheetahs choose a solitary lifestyle and absolute silence. It doesn't roar or show off, but it's one of the most effective hunters in the wild. The secret to a leopard's survival lies in its remarkable ability to adapt. Its diet ranges from insects, birds and reptiles to hoofed mammals, allowing it to survive in a variety of environments, including the dry, sparse forests in central Latin. While large predators typically hunt during the day, leopards become the invisible rulers of the jungle when night falls. Its night vision is nearly 7 times stronger than that of humans, allowing it to shine in the dark, hunt with perfect precision, and leave no trace behind. Hidden in the darkness of night, the leopard moves so quietly that it is almost impossible to. Their dappled forest coats blend perfectly with the carpet of fallen leaves covering the forest floor, making this predator a true master of camouflage. Weighing between 66 and 198 pounds, depending on gender and habitat. The leopard has a body that stretches nearly 6.5 feet long, including its tail, a biological structure perfectly suited for its sophisticated ambush tactics. The hunting strategy of the leopard has become an icon of the natural world. Every step they take is carefully calculated, and every breath is held tightly, like an archer drawing the bowstring taut before releasing a precise. And when the moment comes, the leopard bursts forward at speeds of up to 36 miles per hour, charging toward its target in the blink of an eye and unleashing a powerful leap that determines life or death. After catching its prey, a leopard never leaves its prize for anyone else. It's not out of greed, but rather a deep understanding of the threats around them. Omnivores like lions and hyenas have no hesitation in stealing an easy meal. With its muscular strength and natural instincts, the leopard drags its prey high up into the tree branches where other predators can't reach. Mopane branches, though flexible, are strong enough to hold prey for. High up in the tree, as quiet as a natural cathedral, the leopard enjoys its meal alone, guarding its secret and preserving its life in a remarkable. Have you ever seen a predator so silent, it's almost invisible? No roaring, no pack, yet it still rules the night? If the story about the leopard reminds you of a wild moment you've experienced, share it in the comments below. Nature Moment is always eager to hear about unforgettable memories like yours. This journey has only just begun, and countless wonders are still waiting ahead. Don't forget to follow along so you won't miss a single wild moment. From the rocks scattered around the Mopane forest, a powerful and resolute call rang out, breaking the stillness of the early morning. That is the call of the Cape baboon, one of the largest, most intelligent, and socially complex primates in southern Africa. They start their day with a blend of confidence and energy, moving as if this land is an inseparable part of themselves. Every step feels familiar, and every street is etched into my long-term memory. In the Langua Valley, Chacma baboons thrive around rocky plateaus, forest edges, and buffer zones along the riverbanks. Adult males can weigh up to 88 pounds and measure over 4 feet in length, nearly 3 times the size of an average female. Their fur ranges from grayish-brown to ash-gray, sometimes accented by a thick collar of fur that allows them to blend perfectly into the dusty red earth, scattered rocks, and grasslands. They live in large and complex social groups, called herds, consisting of 20 to 80 individuals, led by a dominant. This male plays a central role, coordinating all movements, providing protection, and maintaining order within the group. Troops of monkeys aren't held together by sheer force, but by a flexible social network built and strengthened through grooming, sharing food, and caring for one another, creating a harmonious and lasting community. The deep bonds among Chacma baboons not only protect them from dangerous predators, but also create a tightly knit society with remarkable abilities to learn and adapt. They're not just ordinary omnivores. Chacma baboons eat almost anything digestible in their environment, from grass, roots, fruit, young leaves, and seeds to insects, bird eggs, and even small animals like lizards, mice, and nestling birds. It is this dietary diversity that has enabled them to thrive in a wide range of environments, from sparse forests and semi-desert regions to rugged mountain ranges. In the heart of the Langua region, Chacma baboons live in tune with the changing seasons, following the fruiting trees along the riverbanks and wetlands. When the rainy season ends and the dry season begins, they usually retreat to higher ground in rugged, mountainous areas. These locations are not only safe from predators like leopards, but also provide a vantage point to observe their surroundings. Although they sometimes become targets for predators, Chacma baboons do not simply accept it. They have been observed employing highly coordinated group defense tactics, especially when the young are in danger. The Chacma baboon is also well known for its remarkable communication skills. They use more than 30 distinct types of sounds, combined with subtle facial expressions and a variety of body postures, to warn each other, coordinate movement within the group, or express emotions. Behavioral studies conducted by the Wildlife Conservation Society from 2023 to 2024 have confirmed that the body language of these monkeys changes flexibly depending on the social context, surrounding environment, and the relationships between individuals within the troop. Their communication system is considered one of the most complex among non-human primate species. As the final calls of the Chacma baboons faded into the sparse forest, herds of impala antelope began to appear on the dew-covered. Slim, agile, and always alert. Impalas don't have sharp claws or fangs, but they possess keen instincts and lightning-fast reflexes, remarkable survival tools in the unpredictable dangers of the wild. Although it doesn't have the imposing build of many other livestock species, the impala antelope is a master of escape, relying not on strength, but on its incredible agility. Weighing between 88 and 165 pounds and standing about 35 inches tall at the shoulder, the body of the impala antelope is built for agility. These acrobatic maneuvers are not just ordinary athletic displays. They are survival tactics honed over thousands of years, allowing them to escape Africa's fastest predators in the blink of an wide-open eyes, always alert, scanning in every direction while the ears stand upright like antennas, constantly tracking even the slightest sounds in the surroundings. The blend of pure survival instincts and clever strategy has created a fascinating story about the vibrant and challenging lives of the wildlife here. Each species, from the chacma baboon to the wildebeest, writes its own unique chapter, contributing to the larger picture of a rich and complex ecosystem. And in those stories, we not only find vibrant life, but also valuable lessons about unity, adaptability, and the inner strength of nature. Their acute sensitivity to even the slightest sounds makes impalers a living early warning system, a keen sense constantly moving through the thickets and open grasslands of southern Langwa. To predators here, impalas may seem like easy prey, but that's just a deceptive appearance. In addition to their remarkable physical strength, impalers also employ sophisticated social strategies to survive. Living in groups, they take advantage of the dilution effect. When prey is spread out among dozens of moving bodies, the predator's focus is reduced, which significantly lowers the chance of any individual being captured. This is a survival tactic that has developed over thousands of years, demonstrating the innate intelligence of this species. The impala's diet also demonstrates remarkable adaptability. Although they mainly eat grass, they can easily switch to eating young leaves, tender shoots, or fallen fruit when harsh conditions require it, especially during the dry season, which lasts from May to October. This ability to adapt their diet allows impalas not only to survive, but also to thrive in a wide range of habitats and diverse planting. This is a significant advantage in an ecosystem that is increasingly affected by climate change, as water and food resources become scarce. As the herd of impalas retreated to the edge of the forest to escape the intensifying heat, the ground suddenly trembled with a distant, gradually fading rumble. Those are the synchronized footsteps of hundreds of Cape buffalo, a primeval army with strict discipline and an imposing presence. The Cape buffalo silently patrols the border between the forest and the river, standing as one of the most powerful and robust hoof. Adult males can weigh up to 2,100 pounds and stand nearly 5.6 feet tall at the shoulder. Their most distinctive feature is their wide, curved horns, which are firmly anchored by a thick, hard frontal shield known as a boss. This serves both as a powerful defensive tool and as a symbol of dominance within the herd. Cape buffalo are never alone. They live in large herds that can number in the thousands. Within that crowd, the social structure naturally forms smaller groups, family groups led by the offspring, while the males usually gather in bachelor groups and only join the main herd during the mating season. Ecologists have also observed a fascinating behavior known as collective voting. When it's time to move, the females stand up and turn in a specific direction. The route that most of them agree on becomes the path the whole group will follow. This is a primitive, yet highly effective form of animal democracy that enables the entire group to move in a coordinated and safe manner. The primary diet of Cape buffalo consists of grass and various soft-stemmed plants, so they are highly dependent on moisture and seasonal growth cycles. During the rainy season, food is plentiful throughout the plains, but when the dry season arrives, they are forced to move closer to the Luangwa River. They even have to swim through crocodile-infested waters in search of new feeding grounds. A relentless survival challenge that demonstrates the fierce will to live of these wild animals. The Cape buffalo's remarkable swimming ability is not only a testament to its incredible muscular endurance, but also a symbol of its fierce, unyielding will to survive. In the wild, the lifespan of this species of buffalo typically ranges from 15 to 25 years. In particular, the females have a gestation period of nearly 11 months before. From its very first days, the tiny newborn is strictly protected by the entire herd, as dangers from predators like lions and hyenas constantly lurk along the riverbank, waiting for any sign of weakness to attack. Studies in southern Luangwa have shown that the survival rate of calves depends heavily on the size and structure of the herd, a vivid demonstration that collective strength is an essential survival strategy for Cape buffalo. Although not a predator, the Cape buffalo has earned the chilling nickname Black Death because of its extremely sudden and powerful counterattacks when threatened. Very few animals can frighten a lion and force it to retreat, but the Cape buffalo, especially when gathered in large herds, can do just that. This serves as a sharp reminder that in the wild, strength isn't just found in sharp claws and teeth, but also in unity and an intense will to survive, a gift from nature bestowed upon every creature. As soon as the thunderous footsteps of the Cape buffalo herd faded into the distance, the silhouette of a lion began to appear in the blazing sunlight, streaming across the Luang Valley. As the undisputed ruler of this land, the lion doesn't need to flaunt its strength. Its very silence is enough to keep every creature on the grasslands alert. The evolutionary origins of lions stretch back hundreds of thousands of years, with their ancestors once roaming the chilly grasslands of Europe, the deserts of the Middle East, and the vast savannas of Africa. Today, lions are found only in Africa south of the Sahara Desert, and in a small, isolated population in India, especially in Luangwa, and particularly in the central area. The lion population density remains relatively high, making this one of the last natural strongholds where these legendary animals can continue to thrive. Here, lions live in close-knit groups called prides, with a clear social structure in which each member plays an irreplaceable role. Female lions are the heart of the pride, working together to hunt, care for the cubs, and maintain strong social bonds. Meanwhile, the male lions take on the role of guarding and protecting the territory from rival prides, helping to maintain the stability of their own group. The harsh, semi-arid climate of Luangwa creates a distinct boundary, defining roles and helping to maintain balance among the individuals within this ecosystem. The mesmerizing vibrancy of this wild world creates a symphony of life, where every species carries within itself a story of strength, perseverance, and the fiercest survival instincts of nature. When the dry season stretches from May to October, this land becomes a real challenge for every living creature here. Water sources are running dry, and the grasslands have become brittle and sparse, forcing most animals to gather around the last remaining streams, where lions lie in wait. In the wild, lionesses move like silent phantoms, patient and absolutely precise. They made no sound. There was no rush, only a masterful focus honed over And when the opportunity arises, they burst forth with incredible power, reaching speeds of up to 50 miles per hour. Their vision is 6 times better than humans in the dark. Their claws are razor sharp, and their bodies are agile enough to leap over 36 feet in a single bound. A single bite to the throat ends the hunt in just a few seconds. It's truly unfortunate that, according to 2024 data from Panthera and the UC Red List, the African lion population has declined by more than 40 over the past 30 years. Currently, only about 20,000 to 25,000 individuals remain in the wild. However, here in Zambia, South Luangwa National Park remains a beacon of hope. Thanks to dedicated conservation efforts, anti-poaching campaigns, satellite tracking of prides, and community awareness programs, lions continue to roam freely across the grasslands and red earth of this magnificent valley. The famous lion prides in central Luangwa, such as the once mighty pride that had more than 30 members, have now split into smaller groups. These groups roam areas like Mamba and Inafu, recalling and continuing to write their own vivid stories amidst the majestic wilderness. Following the silent footsteps of the lion, lord of the blazing grasslands, the majestic silhouettes of African elephants appear along the banks of the Luangwa River. With a slow yet majestic gait, they move toward the water source, carrying with them the wisdom and herd instincts accumulated over thousands of Adult male elephants can weigh up to 14,000 pounds and stand over 13 feet tall at the shoulder, which is nearly as tall as a 2-story house. This enormous size is both an advantage and a challenge, especially during the dry season when food and water become scarce. Their large ears, covered with a dense network of blood vessels, function as natural radiators, helping these giants release heat under the harsh sunlight of the valley. At the Luangwa Center, where temperatures can exceed 104 degrees at the peak of the dry season, this ability to regulate body temperature is crucial for survival. They survive not only through physical strength, but also with exceptional survival intelligence, making the most of every resource in harsh environments. It is this remarkable balance of strength, intelligence, and adaptability that has made elephants an enduring symbol of the untamed African wilderness, a testament to an ecosystem struggling to hold on to its last breath of life. Surviving in the wild requires extraordinary skills and an elephant's long, flexible trunk is an incredible all-purpose tool. With more than 40,000 individual muscles, an elephant's trunk not only helps them eat and drink, but also allows them to communicate, comfort, and guide one another with gentle affection. Even when crossing deep rivers, the trunk acts like an extra lung, allowing... Not only that, the tusks, which are the upper incisors that grow throughout an elephant's life, also serve as sharp weapons. They help elephants dig water from shallow holes, break trees, clear paths through dense forests, and protect themselves from predators, especially in the heart of the Luangwa region, where the river becomes the only source of life during the dry months. Elephants not only survive, but also transform the landscape. With every step they take, they knock down trees, open up clearings in the forest, create opportunities for smaller species to move around, and promote the growth of new vegetation. The journey of elephants is also a story of spreading life, as seeds are naturally dispersed through their dung, a highly effective form of planting that no other species can surpass. Recent studies have shed even more light on the extraordinary intelligence of elephants. They can clearly remember every water source that dried up long ago, distinguish dozens of different sounds in their environment, and use low-frequency calls that can travel as far as 6 miles to stay in contact with others without needing GPS or maps. The herd of elephants still knows every path, every water source, and every potential danger within their vast territory. Leading the herd is the matriarch, the oldest and wisest female, like a steadfast elder who remembers the harshest droughts of the entire herd moves in step with the lead elephant, from the young calves to the large. When a member of the herd falls, the group gathers around, using their trunks to gently comfort their companion's body in a silent and deeply moving gesture of farewell. In the past, people believed this was simply instinct, but today's science has confirmed that it is actually a sign of deep emotional intelligence, a trait rarely seen in the animal kingdom. However, African elephants are facing a serious decline due to poaching and habitat. The current population is about 415,000 individuals, a decrease of nearly 30 compared to 20 years ago. But in the Luangwa region, community-based conservation efforts, combined with modern patrol teams equipped with advanced gear and GPS tracking technology, are working closely together. This brings hope that the elephant herds here can continue writing their remarkable story of survival in the vast wilderness. Are you impressed by the extraordinary intelligence and strength of African elephants? If you do, leave the number 6 in the comments to show your admiration for the giant of the jungle. And don't forget, Nature Moment is still opening the door to the untold mysteries of the wild. where the endless Mapani forests stretch out. A bird glides gracefully across the Zambian sky, its flight marked by a distinct and elegant its glossy black feathers interspersed with 5 chestnut-colored wing feathers, short tail, and bright red face make it stand out against the vast. Every movement of this bird embodies the rhythm of the wild, at once gentle and fierce. A reminder that life is always a symphony of peaceful moments and challenges, just like the animal world we are exploring. In the harsh landscape of central Luan, a silent sky warrior makes its presence known. The Blvd eagle, a species native to the sub-Saharan region of Africa. Even as a silent nomad in this semi-arid land, its presence exudes majesty, commanding the vast ecosystem that surrounds it. The first step to recognizing the presence of this warrior is its distinctive flight pattern. Graceful, like a dry leaf drifting on the wind. Every movement is fluid, perfectly adapted to the warm air currents below. What sets the Blvd eagle apart from other eagle species is its distinctive short tail, which makes it a truly unique masterpiece in flight. Whenever it catches a warm air current, its body glides gracefully and effortlessly, as if dancing across the vast sky, creating a mesmerizing display of nature. With an average territory spanning up to 250 square miles, the Blvd eagle displays an extremely fierce protective instinct. They are not tolerant of intruders, especially those of the same species and gender, because every forest and every hill is part of their own world that they fiercely struggle to protect. When an unfamiliar presence is detected, the harsh sound of flapping wings signals the start of daring aerial battles. With a diving speed of 50 to 56 miles per hour, they don't hesitate to attack their opponent's head, turning every confrontation into a display of speed and power that makes their rivals wary. It is this very instinct that has made the Blvd eagle a steadfast guardian and an unyielding symbol of the harsh land. Under the arid skies of Langua, where traces of great hunts are scattered across the land, the Blvd eagle is not just a predator. It also serves as a janitor in the ecosystem. Unlike the majestic image of solitary predators, the Blvd is an opportunist, hunting a wide variety of prey from small birds and reptiles to insects, and never passing up a chance to feed on the carcasses of larger. With its exceptionally sharp eyesight, it is always among the first to spot carcasses, second only to vultures in its role as a natural cleaner of the environment. Its daytime scene often features it bathing in rain puddles, then climbing up to high branches and spreading its sturdy wings under the sunlight, as if transforming into a guardian spirit, silently opening its arms wide and steadfastly watching over the barren land. As we move into the tranquil marshlands and dense rainforests of central Langua, a sharp, resonant sound pierces the stillness. The distinctive call of the African fish eagle, an iconic symbol of Zambia's. This cry seemed to signal the awakening of the king of the sky, causing every creature to stop and listen in. The African fish eagle, with its pure white head and chest, dark brown wings, and sharp yellow hooked beak, creates a striking image against the deep blue sky and its shimmering reflection on the water below. Although this eagle species is widely distributed throughout sub-Saharan Africa, it is always closely associated with aquatic environments, especially rich rivers and lakes. They have a wingspan of up to 8 feet, giving them the ability to soar gracefully and powerfully, a living testament to the perfect blend of nature's strength and the breathtaking beauty of the water. The powerful legs and sturdy feet of the African fish eagle are perfectly designed for hunting in aquatic environments. The rough skin on the soles of its feet, combined with sharp, curved claws as keen as razors, provides an incredible grip, allowing it to snatch slippery prey out of the air with pinpoint accuracy. The African fish eagle's hunting strategy is both elegant and effective, beginning with its patient observation from the high branches near. When the fish swims near the surface, the eagle swoops down in a flash, striking decisively. Its talons skim lightly across the water in one seamless motion, without hesitation or wasted effort. Thousands of generations have perfected each of these movements to achieve exceptional. However, the African fish eagle is not just a persistent hunter. When fish become scarce, it quickly switches to hunting water birds, reptiles, or even scavenging carcasses left by other predators. It's even known for its behavior of stealing from birds like kingfishers and herons, a form of parasitic theft that demonstrates its intelligence and remarkable adaptability in this harshly competitive ecosystem. This flexibility not only helps eagles survive, but also demonstrates the species' remarkable ability to adapt and evolve. The reproductive life of the African fish eagle is marked by lasting loyalty and steadfast commitment. They are monogamous birds, often staying with the same mate for life. Their nests are built on high branches near water sources and are woven from sturdy twigs. These nests can be as large as 6.5 feet in diameter and are reused and expanded year after year. In each breeding cycle, the pair of birds typically lays 1 to 3 eggs, and both parents work together to incubate the eggs and care for the chick. It is this steadfast cooperation that has produced a generation of strong and agile eagles, thereby maintaining the stability of the population over many generations. In the Luangwa ecosystem, the African fish eagle is considered a natural biological indicator, signaling that the rivers and wetlands remain clean, vibrant, and abundant. It not only eats small fish, but also helps control their population, preventing outbreaks that could disrupt the ecological balance in freshwater environments. In this role, eagles make an important contribution to the stability and biodiversity of the area. Across a broader landscape, this remarkable bird is celebrated throughout Africa as a national symbol in Zimbabwe and South Sudan, representing courage, foresight, and an unbreakable spirit of freedom. end of the blazing sky, beside the tranquil lakes of the Lufupa and Kapamba marshes, a fearsome creature lies motionless along the riverbank. Beneath the murky water, cold, unblinking eyes track every subtle, feather-light movement, waiting for the prey's slightest moment of distraction. As soon as a young antelope lowers its head to drink, the riverbank's grim reaper will instantly lunge out, demonstrating the incredible strength and patience of a true master of underwater hunting. This is a dramatic survival story among creatures sharing the same harsh environment, illustrating the unforgiving laws of the wild. Every creature, from the fish eagle to the Nile crocodile, is not only a component of the ecosystem, but also a vivid symbol of the identity of the land where it lives. So have you ever wondered which bird or creature truly reflects the soul of your homeland, no matter what sky you're under? The diversity and richness of nature provide the perfect answer to that question, inviting us to understand and appreciate the precious values that are always present around us. When the cool, refreshing drops of water touch the skin, the ancient lord of the swamp begins to awaken. The Nile crocodile, a product of millions of years of relentless evolution, is a vivid symbol of nature's strength and resilience. With a length of up to 20 feet and a weight of over 1,500 pounds, this is the largest reptile in Africa. It holds the record for the most powerful bite ever recorded in the animal kingdom, reaching up to 22,000 newtons, nearly 8 times stronger than the bite of a great white shark. Its strength doesn't lie in speed or agility, but in its ability to patiently wait, ambush, and strike with pinpoint accuracy in an instant. The Nile crocodile is a sophisticated predator that primarily eats fish. They also attack water, birds, medium-sized mammals, and even other crocodiles when necessary. In tranquil marshes like Lofa and Kapamba, where the gentle currents flow and fish are plentiful year-round, Nile crocodiles dominate the shallow waters and sandy banks, where they reign as the undisputed kings. They are most active in the early morning and late afternoon, using their strong tails to propel themselves through side channels or launch powerful attacks on the water's surface to catch their prey off guard. Despite their rough and fierce appearance, Nile crocodiles possess a very special trait: parental care, a quality rarely seen in reptiles. At the end of the dry season, when the water level drops and sandbanks along the river are exposed, this is the ideal time for them to begin breeding. Each female crocodile lays between 25 and 80 eggs, which are buried under a protective layer of moist sand. Interestingly, the gender of baby crocodiles depends entirely on the surrounding temperature. About 89 degrees usually produces males, while higher or lower temperatures result in females, a phenomenon known as temperature-dependent sex determination. When it's time to hatch, the gentle chirping sounds from inside the eggs signal the mother crocodile. Carefully use its mouth to lift each egg and carry them to the water's edge. Not only that, both the father and mother can protect their young during the first few weeks, when dangers from predatory birds, large fish, and even adult crocodiles are always lurking. In captivity, Nile crocodiles can live for over 50 years. and in the wild, individuals older than 60 are not uncommon, a strong testament to their resilience and remarkable adaptability. In the South Luangwa region, especially in the Lama and Kapomba marshes, precious water sources during the dry season, Nile crocodiles continue to survive and thrive. Strict conservation policies and pristine natural landscapes have helped maintain their populations and protect the legacy of this ancient predator. One might think that in today's world, ancient monsters have been forgotten, but the Nile crocodile continues to stand strong, demonstrating its remarkable endurance amid the countless changes of nature. Does strength lie in the ability to attack, or in patience and cold, calculated precision? In the vast swamplands, the Nile crocodile is considered the king, an absolute ruler that makes any creature daring to come near wary and cautious. However, in that land, there is still a true heavyweight that even crocodiles have to think twice before messing. With its massive body, sharp teeth, and extremely aggressive temperament, a hippopotamus can tear apart a fully grown crocodile when it is precisely that dignity and enduring strength that have made the hippopotamus the true ruler in the struggle for survival. Conflicts between these giant creatures are extremely rare, only erupting when resources run out or territorial boundaries are crossed. Every day, hippos spend most of their time submerged in cool water. Unlike other fish, they don't swim or dive in the usual way. Instead, they walk or glide gently along the river bed, demonstrating an impressively agile ability to navigate underwater. Although hippos are not physiologically capable of true swimming, they still effortlessly dominate aquatic environments, as if blending into the water is an inseparable instinct. Adult males can weigh up to 4,000 pounds and reach a body length of nearly 13 feet. Their bodies are almost completely hairless, making them extremely sensitive to the harsh sunlight. To protect themselves from the harmful effects of UVs, hippos secrete a unique pinkish oil, which is often mistaken for blood on their skin. In fact, this is a unique biological compound. Not only a natural sunscreen, but also an extremely effective antibacterial and moisturizing agent. This remarkable adaptation has never been seen in any other mammal. As night falls, the air becomes cool and quiet. One by one, hippos leave the deep water to prepare for their hunt on land. With clear territorial boundaries marked by patches of mud, they leisurely make their way into the meadow in search of food. A hippopotamus's mouth can open up to 28 inches wide, which is very useful for cutting grass close to the ground and eating systematically across the lowland plains. Each night, a hippopotamus can consume up to 88 pounds of grass and will readily travel as far as 5 miles from the swamp. Despite their slow and clumsy appearance, hippos can actually run at speeds of up to 30 miles per hour on land. A truly astonishing feat for such massive and heavy animals. In swampy areas and ponds, hippos typically live in social groups called pods, which usually consist of a dominant male, several females, and Each pod controls a clearly defined stretch of territory in the water, and the dominant male always defends this area with powerful roars, aggressive threatening postures, and whenever necessary, is ready to charge into fierce battles. These power struggles can lead to serious injuries and even put lives at risk. The reproductive cycle is also extremely unique, typically taking place underwater at the end of the rainy season. After about 8 months of pregnancy, the female gives birth to a single baby hippo, weighing between 55 and 100 pounds. The calf can nurse both on land and underwater, and always stays close to its mother, as if it were an inseparable part of life in the wild. The hippopotamus, with its remarkable strength and adaptability, is not only a symbol of vitality in the natural world, but also a testament to the rich diversity and uniqueness of animal species. Their journey between land and water is like a vibrant melody, blending the two elements to create an unexpectedly delicate balance within an ecosystem that may seem tranquil, yet is always filled with dramatic adventures worthy of the most captivating nature documentaries. During their first year of life, baby hippos are closely guarded by their mothers, a touching display of maternal care in the wild. But do you know an incredibly fascinating fact that has been confirmed by genetic science? The hippopotamus is actually the closest land relative of whales and dolphins, two mysterious marine creatures. They share a common ancestor from about 55 million years ago, originating from a group of ancient semi-aquatic hoofed animals. This evolutionary connection explains many of the hippopotamus's marine characteristics, from its uniquely structured ears and its ability to close its nostrils underwater, to its capacity to produce sounds underwater by vibrating its vocal cords. This offers a profound insight into the remarkable connection between the ocean world and... However, not everyone knows that hippos are currently facing a precarious risk of extinction. According to the latest 2023 assessment by the International Union for Conservation of Nature Junction, this species has been classified as vulnerable due to habitat loss, human-wildlife conflict, and poaching in Zambia, with the situation being especially severe in South Luangwa National Park. The tusk-like canine teeth of hippos have become a lucrative target. But there is still hope as local communities work together with international organizations to protect this mighty animal. Thanks to this, the hippopotamus population has remained stable in pristine waterways like the Luama and Capel rivers, forming natural biological strongholds that allow them to thrive in the wild. And in the shimmering dawn light, an unusually peaceful scene appeared. A herd of hippos lay motionless in the shallow water, their rounded backs and tiny ears just... Nearby, a yellow-billed stork strolled leisurely by, its pale pink legs gliding gently over the mud, as if careful not to disturb the giant's soaking nip. With its distinctive curved yellow beak, this pelican is always on the lookout, ready to snap its beak at lightning speed to catch small fish or insects hiding in the mud. The yellow-billed stork stands between 35 and 41 inches tall, has a wingspan of about 63 inches, and weighs around 4.4 pounds, a perfect size for adapting to swampy environments. They prefer shallow waters between 4 and 16 inches deep, where small fish, frogs, and slow-moving aquatic insects become ideal targets for their unique hunting techniques. The quick-billed clapping reflex allows the yellow-billed stork to snap its beak shut in just 0.25 seconds as soon as it detects movement, a skill that helps it locate and trap prey hiding in concealed spots. A quick flick of its leg stirs up the soft mud at the bottom of the pond like a subtle baiting maneuver. The moment the prey appears, its experienced yellow beak strikes with astonishing speed and precision. In particular, the yellow-billed stork is a group hunter that rarely forages alone. Instead, they usually gather in flocks of dozens, sharing feeding grounds and working together to build termite nests. They are a communal species, building large nests and living in colonies, a unique ecological trait that showcases cooperation and collective strength between the vast natural world and the tiny creatures that... In the wild, bird nests made of twigs are built high up in the treetops near marshes or reed beds, creating a scene that is both majestic Each nest can reach nearly 3 feet in height and is used over multiple breeding seasons, serving as a sturdy home year after year. Interestingly, both members of the parrot pair work together to care for their chicks by feeding them thoroughly chewed food. They even fan the chicks with their wings or drip water directly into their open beaks to help them get through extreme heat wave. This is not just a sacrifice, but also an incredible collaboration to preserve the next generation of this intelligent bird species. Entering the lagoon ecosystem of South Langua. The important role of the yellow heron is clearly evident. As a mid-level predator in the freshwater food chain, the cattle egret helps control the populations of small fish, shrimp, crabs, and insects, thereby maintaining the ecological balance among different trophic levels. Each time they go hunting, these storks stir up the water, creating opportunities for other birds like herons and ibises to take advantage and catch prey that has been disturbed. This phenomenon creates a ripple effect, building a multi-layered biological network that is closely interconnected and mutually supportive, demonstrating nature's sophistication in maintaining balanced and sustainable life. In the marshlands of eastern Zambia, the natural landscape is also filled with beauty, highlighted by the pure white plumage of the region's distinctive bird species. During the dry season, which lasts from May to September, many animal species face major challenges in this harsh environment. Despite harsh weather conditions with low rainfall, high daytime temperatures, and limited water resources, the wildlife here has developed remarkable adaptations to survive and thrive. Born from the harsh pressures of nature, they have learned how to survive and even thrive in prolonged dry conditions. Even in the harsh and untamed wetlands, every tiny creature plays a part in weaving a symphony of life, a place where sharing, cooperation, and adaptation are essential. The yellow-billed stork is not only a skilled predator, but also a symbol of unity as it builds nests, raises its young, and protects one another with its flock in the face of danger. It is through those quiet movements that nature gently whispers to us lessons about patience, kindness, and harmonious balance. That's exactly what Nature Moment always strives to capture. Those simple yet profound moments in nature that have the power to move anyone who truly listens. Among those challenges, the most serious issue is the lack of drinking water. Many species have to cope with a lack of water for several weeks or even months at a time. For example, herbivores like springboks and gemsboks have evolved to extract moisture from the plants they eat. Their bodies are extremely efficient at extracting water from leaves and grass, allowing them to survive for extended periods without drinking directly during times of drought. Moreover, many animal species also display adaptive behaviors to conserve water. Kalahari lions and other predators usually hunt during the cooler hours of early morning and late afternoon, avoiding the intense midday sun. This strategy not only reduces the risk of dehydration, but also increases the chances of a successful hunt, since prey are often weaker during those cooler times. To adapt to the harsh, dry season, many species also undertake instinctive nap. The journeys of wild antelopes and zebras in search of lush green pastures and reliable water sources are vivid proof of the powerful survival instincts that constantly drive the animals of the Kalahari to overcome challenges. It is this fundamental need that has connected and created a remarkable chain of movement among the creatures and landscapes in this harsh yet vibrant land. From the nests high above, the graceful golden storks, to the diligent desert dwellers, the wild natural world always shines with a vibrant symphony of survival and growth. Lionesses not only frequently move their cubs to shady spots to avoid the scorching midday sun, but also patiently teach them essential survival skills to cope with the harshness of nature. Through this, life is preserved and carried on, serving as a tribute to the remarkable resilience and extraordinary adaptability of the wild. Life during the dry season in the Kalahari Desert is a vivid testament to nature's resilience and adaptability. Despite facing extraordinary challenges such as water shortages, extreme temperatures, and predator pressure, the creatures here have developed remarkable survival strategies, ranging from behavioral adaptations to changes in social structure and breeding timing. The animals of the Kalahari are masters of ecological balance, surviving in one of the harshest environments on Earth. They remind us of the fragility, resilience, and profound interconnectedness between all living creatures and their ecosystems. As the dry season gradually retreats and the rains return, the cycle of life in the Kalahari resumes, shining with an indomitable spirit that never yields to adversity. The journey to find water during the dry season is a symbol of survival. In regions where rainfall is scarce, animals must use every bit of their creativity and adaptability to stay alive. The brown hyena is a prime example of this. They not only possess unique physiological traits that allow them to extract moisture from their food, especially from rodents like carrion, but also have the ability to convert water from decaying meat, reducing their reliance on directly drinking water. In addition, brown hyenas are also opportunistic scavengers. They often lurk behind large predators like lions and spotted hyenas, waiting to snatch leftovers from their meals. This scavenger hunting strategy not only helps them conserve energy, but also serves as a key to survival during times of scarce resources, demonstrating the ultimate adaptability required to survive in the wild. In the harshness of the Kalahari Desert, even the smallest actions can mean the difference between life and death, creating a vibrant and astonishingly profound ecological landscape. The dry season not only presents challenges, but also creates opportunities for wild animals to make the most of the scarce resources in their environment. The brown hyena, which typically lives alone, also displays highly adaptable social behaviors, especially during the dry season when food becomes scarce. Although they usually hunt alone, they can gather together to feed on larger animal carcasses, demonstrating that their social structure is highly adaptable to harsh environmental pressures. This demonstrates their intelligence and adaptability in survival strategies, helping brown hyenas get through the toughest times of the year. In contrast, lions are well-known social animals with tightly structured prides, coordinated hunting, and extremely strong territorial defense behavior. The dry season in the Kalahari region is not only challenging but also drives the lions to develop remarkable adaptations for survival. Typically, a pride of lions consists of several related females, their cubs, and one or more closely associated males. This social structure is vital, allowing them to share hunting duties and defend their territory when food becomes scarce. The close cooperation among pride members is a key factor that helps lions maintain their strength and safety during the dry season. In particular, the females in the herd are the center of social activity during the dry season. They not only take on the role of hunters, but also care for their young with great dedication, even when survival conditions become harsh. When resources are limited, the bond among the offspring becomes even stronger, enabling them to cooperate more effectively in hunting and protecting the young. The females are usually closely bonded by blood, hunting together and guarding the pride against threats from other predators or rival lion prides, ensuring the healthy development of the next generation within the community. The role of the males in the herd is also extremely important, especially when it comes to protecting their territory. The male lion is responsible for establishing and maintaining the pride's territory to ensure access to food sources and mating opportunities with the females in the group. The dry season often intensifies territorial competition, leading to fierce clashes between rival males. During this time, the males typically patrol the boundaries of their territory, letting out powerful roars to assert their dominance and ward off intruders, fiercely protecting the interests of their pride. Hunting is a vital activity for lions in the Kalahari, especially during the dry season when prey availability fluctuates dramatically. Common prey species include wildebeest, zebras, and various types of antelope. When water sources dwindle and the grasslands dry up, prey animals often move in search of food and water, requiring lions to adapt their hunting strategies with flexibility. Lions group hunting tactics become especially effective during the dry season, as the females work together to stalk and surround their prey. Their teamwork and seamless coordination significantly increase their chances of a success. These remarkable survival behaviors not only demonstrate the incredible adaptability of wild animals in the face of nature's challenges, but also create an extraordinary picture of biodiversity in the Kalahari environment, inspiring us to appreciate and protect these precious values even more. Lions, the apex predators of the Kalahari, always know how to use their skill and teamwork to hunt prey with maximum efficiency. Normally, within the herd, some individuals will put on a display to distract the prey, while other members quietly move into attack. This group hunting strategy not only increases their chances of success, but also allows lions to take down larger prey, something a solitary predator would struggle to accomplish. It is precisely this seamless coordination and ability to assign roles that demonstrate the intelligence and exceptional hunting instincts of lions. However, nature is not always easy. During the dry season, when water becomes scarce, prey animals often gather around the remaining water holes, making them much more vulnerable to lurking lions. In particular, lions take full advantage of this time, lying in wait in the shadows near those precious water sources to ambush their prey. This is clear evidence of the lion's remarkable ability to adapt to harsh environmental pressures, enabling them to survive and even thrive in the extreme arid conditions of the Kalahari Desert. Not only do they hunt with strategy, but to survive in the harsh environment of the Kalahari Desert, lions have evolved many unique physical and behavioral traits. Their dark golden fur allows them to blend in perfectly with dry grass, helping them avoid detection while hunting and protecting themselves from. Moreover, lions are typically active at night, taking advantage of the cooler hours to hunt and avoiding the intense midday heat of summer. This is not only an energy-saving strategy, but also helps minimize the risk of dehydration, allowing them to maintain their health in harsh conditions. The ability to regulate the amount of water absorbed from their prey's blood is also a unique survival skill. However, when the dry season lasts too long, lions are forced to travel dozens of miles in search of water, making their territory and living range more important than ever. As apex predators, lions play a crucial role in maintaining the ecological balance of the Kalahari Desert. By controlling the number of prey, they prevent overpopulation and the destruction of vegetation, thereby protecting the health of vast grasslands. This balanced environment not only sustains the lives of countless plant and animal species, but also creates a diverse and sustainable ecosystem. Moreover, the presence of lions profoundly influences the behavior and distribution of herbivores. They force their prey to adapt, create new foraging patterns, and form complex interaction chains within the ecosystem. Thanks to this regulatory role, lions help maintain biodiversity and promote a dynamic, resilient, and enduring Kalahari ecosystem through every season. Amid the arid sands of the Kalahari, where life is constantly tested by scorching sun, relentless winds, and scarcity, lions don't just survive. They thrive, adapt, and unite to overcome adversity. Silent footsteps in the darkness, meticulously coordinated hunts, and the tender care given to their young, all come together to create an epic tale of strength and compassion in the heart of the wild. From intelligence and unity to an indomitable spirit, lions teach us that only when people know how to share, understand, and protect one another, just as lions do, can life truly be sustainable. And perhaps the greatest lesson that nature wants to convey through the image of the Kalahari lion is a deeply human reminder. If you want to be strong, if you want to endure, learn how to walk together. If you've ever had the chance to drive through the wilderness in a safari vehicle, or quietly drift along the parched waterways of the Kalahari, where life flourishes against all odds, don't hesitate to share your journey in the comments below. Those authentic experiences are not just personal memories, but also a source of inspiration that helps awaken our awareness to preserve the pristine beauty of nature. Join the journey with nature moment by liking and subscribing to the channel. It is you, it is us, who help preserve the roar of the lion, the sound of the wind sweeping across the dunes, and every fragile breath of the wild world. Together, we will continue to explore the wonders of nature and spread our love for life so that every living being has the right to live freely, safely, and fully in their own home. Under the Chobe sky, the battle for survival is written in dust and water, echoing the vibrant pulse of life amid the majestic wilderness. Amid fields cracked open under the scorching sun, a quiet journey of survival unfolds every day. The patient footsteps of the lion quietly follow the faint trail, while the leopard silently stalks in the dense darkness, where every gentle breeze carries a rare hint of dampness. The spotted hyenas quietly search for whatever remains on the parched ground, driven by relentless hunger and thirst. In the sky, the African fish eagle circles overhead, searching for the fleeting shadows of solitary fish hidden in the slowly drying river. The Goliath pelican stood motionless by the edge of the nearly dried-up marsh, patiently waiting for a miracle to happen. The average temperature in Chobe has risen significantly, accompanied by a 15% decrease in rainfall in just the past day. This has forced wildlife to migrate farther, facing hunger, thirst, and increasing encounters with humans. In this natural scene, life is as fragile as a thread suspended between the cracks of a pristine paradise that remains untouched. Carrying the wild spirit characteristic of southern Africa, Chobe National Park emerges as a stunning raw gem, preserved over millions of years. Located in northern Botswana, Chobe spans approximately 11,700 square miles and serves as the ecological heart of the Four Corners region where four countries meet. Nearby, the small city of Kisani serves as a gateway to a mysterious wilderness. The name Chobe originates from the Chobe River, which winds gently like a mint-green ribbon through the arid land. The river holds sacred significance in the culture of the local people, serving as a lifeline and a symbol of the enduring strength of the wild natural world. The Subia people do not see Chobe as just an ordinary geographic name. They regard it as a sacred land, a place where heaven and earth meet, where life flourishes under the loving hands of the Creator. In the beginning, Chobe was a hunting valley for the Bushmen, but since 1961, the area has been officially protected, and by 1968, it became a national park, gradually transforming into a vibrant landscape of unique geology and ecosystems. This not only reflects a history of preservation, but also demonstrates the harmonious development between humans and nature over the past several decades. Located in the heart of the ancient Kalahari Basin, Chobe National Park bears the marks of geological changes that took place when the inland sea receded about 65 million years ago. Thick layers of alluvium and sediment were formed, laying the foundation for the unique landscape of Chobe today. This geological process not only created a rich variety of landscapes, but also laid the foundation for one of the most diverse ecosystems, helping to preserve the rare, pristine wilderness that still exists today. Chobe has a semi-arid climate with two distinct seasons, creating unique rhythms for the life and development of its plant and animal species. The dry season lasts from May to October, with temperatures ranging from 72 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit. This is when nature takes a break after the rainy season. When the rainy season arrives from November to April, heavy downpours flood the land, and temperatures soar to around 86 to 95 degrees Fahrenheit. This climate not only promotes the growth of rich vegetation, but also creates favorable conditions for complex food chains, making the Chobe ecosystem more vibrant and diverse. Chobe National Park is renowned for having one of the highest levels of biodiversity in southern Africa. According to data compiled in 2025, this place is home to more than 75 species of mammals, over 450 species of birds, and hundreds of different plant species. This diversity is expected to continue, expanding as conservation programs remain effective. Mopaine forests, shrub grasslands, riparian woodlands, and seasonal marshes have created an ideal habitat, providing abundant food sources and complex ecological relationships that help maintain a sustainable ecological balance. Sarangala, located in the northeast of Chobe National Park, stretches along the southern bank of the Chobe River near the town of Kisani, and is a region with its own unique character. The sparse, barren forests and deep sandy soil shaped by native plants create a simple yet vibrant natural landscape here. Not only that, Sarandile is also the most dynamic tourism development hub in the national park, offering amenities for safari excursions and boat trips along the Chobe River. This provides a multi-dimensional experience for visitors who want to explore the wilderness in comfort and safety. The natural landscape here, from the pristine riverside forests to the vast open grasslands, creates a vibrant picture of natural beauty and the abundance of the ecosystem. In particular, according to the 2024 Botswana Wildlife Statistics Report, the density of African elephants along the Chobe River reaches 1.2 individuals per square kilometre, the highest figure on the entire continent. This is not only evidence of the sustainable growth of elephants in the region, but also marks Chobe as a precious paradise where these giants can freely survive and thrive in a pristine natural environment. Sarandile emerges as a masterpiece of nature crafted by the Creator, an ideal habitat that holds the extraordinary survival journey of majestic African elephants. These gigantic creatures stand out with their massive build and remarkable intelligence, serving as a vivid symbol of strength and vibrant life in the midst of a harsh land. Protecting and studying them not only helps maintain ecological balance, but also connects people with nature, inspiring future generations about the importance of conservation efforts. The natural monument we call the African elephant is truly a giant that reigns over the sparse forests. With an impressive height of up to 10 feet from shoulder to ground and a weight that can reach up to 12,000 pounds. These creatures stand tall like giants amidst the land and sky. Their enormous fan-shaped ears, spanning nearly 6 feet 3 inches, are not only a distinctive, identifying feature, but also serve as a natural cooling system, helping to dissipate heat under the intense African sun. It is a perfect design showcasing a sophisticated blend of form and biological function. The magical trunk, a blend of the nose and upper lip with more than 40,000 muscle bundles, moves with an incredibly smooth and flexible grace. It not only helps elephants breathe and smell, but also allows them to sense the tiniest details, from grasping tiny blades of grass to sucking up as much as 2 gallons of water at once, a skill that few other species can match. The long tusks that grow from their incisors are not only defensive weapons, but also invaluable tools for digging for water, felling trees and stripping bark, essential survival skills honed through harsh, dry seasons. The skin about 1 inch thick, like a wrinkled suit of armor marked by time, not only retains moisture but also protects elephants from external factors and effectively regulates their body temperature. Out of approximately 415,000 individuals remaining across Africa, Botswana is home to the largest population with nearly 130,000, and the Sarandile Reserve has become an irreplaceable stronghold, safeguarding the survival of this species. Each herd of elephants is like a close-knit family, led by an experienced female elephant. That strong bond helps them take care of each other, protect their young, share water sources, and even express grief together when they lose a member. The extraordinary brain with its exceptional memory allows them to recall long journeys and ancient paths leading to hidden water sources deep within Serendula during the harsh, dry season. They communicate using infrasound, which can travel for miles, combined with subtle vibrations on the ground. This helps them stay in contact even when they are far beyond each other's line of sight. From gentle touches with their trunks to their rhythmic footsteps, the herd of elephants shares with one another the invisible stories of nature. When the dry season drags on, the grasslands along the banks of the Chobe River gradually wither under the scorching sunlight, and elephants leave the dense Baikiera forests to cross the sandy plains in search of vast meadows and deep, dry. Each day, an elephant needs to consume up to 330 pounds of food, ranging from leaves, grass, and bark to fruit. A wild diet that makes them the great ecological engineers, nature masterful workers who shape and transform landscapes, creating favorable habitats for future generations of animals. The life of an elephant is not just a physical presence. It is also a force that transforms the landscape of an entire vast region. Behind that majestic appearance lies a journey of survival filled with challenges and ingenuity, a whole story of nature written with strength, intelligence, and an unbreakable bond. With a gestation period lasting up to 22 months, and an interval between births ranging from 3 to 6 years, the population growth rate of this species is extremely slow. As a result, in 2024, the International Union for Conservation of Nature classified them as a vulnerable species. Each individual can live from 60 to 70 years, enduring countless cycles of rain, sunshine, and drought across the vast lands of Serendula. A long lifespan not only demonstrates the remarkable endurance of elephants, but also reflects their deep connection to this wild environment through the changing years. This is not only a paradise for elephants, but also a precious sanctuary for the African buffalo, a creature renowned for its muscular build and unwavering strength. With their massive frames, legs as sturdy as steel and broad, powerful heads, wild buffalo stand tall like living fortresses. In particular, adult males are significantly larger than females, bearing impressive horns on their heads that can extend up to 100 centimeters. At the center is a rock-hard horn core, These horns serve not only as a means of defense, but also as weapons to assert dominance during battles for territory and mating rights, reflecting a harsh and challenging way of life. Under the blazing sunlight stretching across the vast grasslands of Serendula, the silhouettes of jet-black herds of buffalo moved slowly, embodying an unyielding and resilient spirit. They are dubbed the Black Death or the Widowmaker, symbols of unpredictable ferocity when caught. However, beneath that tough exterior, the African buffalo actually has a rich and complex social life. Large herds can reach more than 1,000 individuals, organized under the leadership of experienced females, while young or old males often gather in bachelor groups or live in isolation on mudflats. Interestingly, even though their bodies can weigh more than 2,000 pounds, buffaloes are still excellent swimmers, easily crossing the deep Chobe River in search of new food sources. Their dependence on water is almost absolute, and their range of movement rarely exceeds 20 kilometers from the watering point, as each buffalo can consume up to 9 gallons of water per day. This makes Serendula an irreplaceable place for their survival. The adaptability in their diet allows wild buffalo to thrive. They not only graze on grass with their broad snouts and strong teeth, but can also eat leaves and young branches when their main food source becomes scarce. The seasonal rains bring Serendula back to life, marking the birth of the calves. After 11 months of pregnancy, the young buffalo instinctively stand up and cling closely to their mothers, beginning their journey of survival under the warm protection of the herd. This is a never-ending cycle of life, where every individual plays a vital role in the complex and challenging web of the wild forest ecosystem. In the wild, the bond between a mother and her daughter is not simply about kinship, but a strong and enduring connection that lasts until the child reaches adulthood. These relationships form a chain of successive generations, enduring through countless harsh seasons of rain and sun. Especially in each herd of wild buffalo, when it is time to move, the females silently vote by standing up and turning their heads in the direction they choose. When the majority of the offspring agree, the entire group will move in that direction all at once, a remarkable example of a subtle, natural form of democracy. When an enemy as fierce as a lion appears, collective strength is the most powerful defensive weapon. The adult buffaloes will bravely charge forward, protecting their herd and the calves from danger. They can even force a lone lion to retreat in humiliating defeat. But in Serendula, lions rarely hunt alone. They rely on their massive physical strength and exceptional teamwork skills to carry out intense hunts, asserting their dominance beneath the sparse canopy. Each pride of lions here controls a vast territory, ranging from 20 to 400 square miles, depending on the abundance of prey and water sources. The muscular males, weighing between 330 and 550 pounds, stand out with their thick manes that range in color from golden, reddish-brown to jet black, a symbol of testosterone levels, age, and overall health, while also attracting mates and intimidating rivals. The deep-set eyes, rounded ears, tufted tail, and retractable claws create a perfect harmony between fierce strength. The lion's distinctive deep roar can be heard up to 5 miles away, serving to mark territory, summon allies, and warn rivals. Their reproductive cycle does not follow a distinct seasonal pattern. After about 110 days of pregnancy, each female lion gives birth to between 1 and 4 cubs, fragile new lives that must face countless dangers such as hunger, disease, predators, and even adult males fighting for dominance within the pride. The amazing thing is that any female lion in the pride can nurse the cubs, a beautiful display of maternal care passed down from one generation to the next. The lifespan of a wild lion typically ranges from 10 to 14 years. Male lions who bear the responsibility of protecting the pride and engaging in territorial battles usually have a shorter lifespan than females. In captivity, the dangers threatening their lives are reduced, but the wild remains the only place that truly demonstrates the harshness, magnificence, and authenticity of the natural life cycle. When natural hazards are eliminated, lions can live beyond 20 years of age, an impressive number compared to many other big cat species. Unlike the solitary nature of other big cats, lions are famous for their strong and close-knit social structure within prides. The lionesses, bound by strong blood ties, are the backbone of hunting campaigns. Notably, at Chobe National Park, researchers have even observed lions hunting young elephants, a behavior that is extremely rare in other ecosystems. The seamless coordination from encirclement to the choice of attack timing turns each hunt into a masterful display of strategy, making nature not just a battle for survival, but also an arena for intelligence and sophistication. Under the brilliant golden sunset of Chobe, the pride of lions silently glided across the lush green grasslands of Sirondula. A gentle breeze carried the scent of damp earth and the cautious breath of prey grazing near the water's edge. With night vision 6 times better than that of humans, lions take advantage of twilight moments to move and hunt. The lioness leads the way, her eyes glowing like 2 burning jewels, her body crouched low to the ground. The members of the pack quickly spread out, forming a tight circle. A faint hiss sounded, a secret signal to launch the attack. In an incredibly tense moment, the pride of lions, like a storm, charged into the panicked herd of prey. A lost and frail young animal instantly becomes a target, collapsing under sharp claws in a matter of seconds. Besides their dramatic hunts, lions spend most of their day resting, averaging up to 20 hours. This habit helps them conserve energy for challenging nighttime pursuits. Can we, humankind, learn anything from a herd of elephants that mourns its dead, or a group of buffalo that votes before every... In the wilds of Sirondula, where life constantly teeters on the edge between survival and death, it is connection, loyalty, and enduring wisdom that have enabled all creatures to continue writing their story of existence. What impresses you the most about the world of Sirondula? Please share your thoughts in the comments section. A detailed moment, or even a fleeting thought, can be a precious piece that helps us see nature more with our hearts than with our eyes. Sirondula wants to hear your voice, because only when people connect with nature through empathy can we truly preserve it for future generations. But the battle doesn't end with taking down the prey. After their victory, the pride of lions must also face other competitors, especially the spotted hyena, a cunning and formidable rival. Although it looks like a dog with its spotted fur, the spotted hyena is actually more closely related to cats, civids, and mongooses. This is the largest member of the hyena family, surpassing both the striped hyena and the brown hyena. Adult individuals at Surundele typically weigh between 99 and 181 pounds, with females not only being larger than males, but also holding the dominant position in the herd's social hierarchy. With their powerful jaws and a bite force of about 4,500 psi, they can crush bones up to 2 inches thick, extracting every last bit of nutrition from their prey. The hyena's unique digestive system allows it to process even the hardest bones, making it a remarkably efficient survivor in the wild animal kingdom. The lives of lions and hyenas are not just a fierce competition, but also a complex symphony of ecological relationships, where every creature must learn to adapt in order to survive in this challenging wilderness. The spotted hyena is an exceptionally unique predator that makes use of nearly every part of its prey's body, from the skin and hooves to the bones and teeth, leaving behind only the indigestible fur. Their extraordinary endurance allows them to move tirelessly across the vast grasslands of Surundele, maintaining a steady speed of 6 miles per hour for many hours and reaching up to 37 miles per hour when necessary. The lives of spotted hyenas are closely tied to their complex clans, which can include as many as 80 individuals, all under the command of a powerful female, the clan's supreme leader. A clan of hyenas forms a unique society where females hold dominant positions, enjoying priority access to food, mates, and the ability to pass down their social rank to the next generation. Meanwhile, when they reach adulthood, the males must leave their natal group to join another group, accepting the lowest position in the new hierarchy. Under the Surundele sky, spotted hyenas are unmasked, revealing themselves not just as mere scavengers but also as master hunters, shattering old misconceptions. Updated biological research in 2024 shows that between 50 and 90% of their diet comes from successful hunts. They cooperate in groups using sophisticated tactics, hunting large herbivores such as wildebeest, zebras, and even young buffaloes. Their flexible predatory instincts also allow them to take advantage of food sources such as birds, reptiles, and insects, and they are willing to eat carrion whenever the opportunity arises. In particular, to prepare for times of scarcity, spotted hyenas have developed the behavior of burying leftover food in mud pits, an impressive detail that reflects their remarkable intelligence. The hyena's rich communication system is the clearest evidence of this remarkable intelligence. From high-pitched laughter that signals tension or excitement to more than 11 distinct sounds such as calls, howls, growls, and hisses, they convey emotions and information with remarkable subtlety. Not only are they skilled hunters and territorial defenders, but studies published in 2025 also show that spotted hyenas possess problem-solving abilities on par with many primate species, especially in situations that require cooperation and flexible adaptation. Within the vast ecosystem of Serundella, the spotted hyena plays a crucial dual role, hunting to control the population of herbivores and scavenging to maintain environmental cleanliness. And it is precisely this versatility and remarkable adaptability that have enabled them to survive and thrive for millions of years of evolution, from the ancient grasslands to the modern landscapes of Africa. They're not just packs of hyenas tirelessly tracking the scent of death to maintain the balance of survival, but also dark silhouettes quietly emerging against the sunset, embodying the relentless strength and resilience of this legendary creature. Drifting lazily across the sky, the large birds all share the same fate, as if nature itself is reminding us of the endless circle of life and death. Among them, the marabou stork, a bird with thick, dark grey feathers like a mourning cloak, stands tall with a solemn, bowed posture, bearing the haunting nickname. With a height of up to 5 feet and a weight that can reach 20 pounds, the marabou is one of the largest vultures in the world, rivaling soaring icons like the Andean condor. Their broad, dark grey wings have an average wingspan ranging from 8.5 to 9.5 feet, with some individuals reaching up to 12 feet. These powerful wings effortlessly support their massive bodies as they soar on warm air currents above the Serundella grasslands. The unmistakable distinguishing feature of the marabou is its bold head and bare neck, highlighted by a striking pink hue, along with an air sac at its throat that constantly inflates and deflates like the rhythm of life itself. This mysterious ancient pouch can not only inflate and shift into vibrant colors during the breeding season, but it is also believed to serve as a tool for attracting mates, regulating body temperature, and helping to balance the long, heavy beak. Despite its massive build, the marabou flies gracefully and effortlessly thanks to the hollow bone structure in its legs and toes, a unique evolutionary adaptation that significantly reduces body weight and optimizes it for continuous flight in the air. The featherless head and neck are also a brilliant biological adaptation, minimizing the risk of contamination from blood and bodily fluids when they are busy feeding on animal carcasses. On the land of Serundella, marabou storks act as nature's janitors, working day and night to clean up the carcasses of buffalo, zebras, antelopes, and other wild animals, preventing the spread of any dangerous diseases. They often appear at hunting grounds after a pride of lions, patiently waiting for the leftover scraps, a part of the next link in the ecological chain. In addition to being scavengers, marabou storks are also versatile hunters. They hunt fish, frogs, insects, especially termites, small reptiles, and even young birds such as flamingos or storks. During the dry season, when the Chobe River recedes and exposes water-filled mudflats, marabou storks gather in large flocks on the ancient tree branches or cliffs along the riverbank, creating a scene that is both majestic and deeply evocative of solitude. Stretching across the sub-Saharan region, from grasslands and swamps to riverbanks and rapidly expanding cities, the marabou stork embodies nature's extraordinary power of adaptation. In Sarundala, their quiet yet essential presence continues to maintain the delicate balance between life and death, between existence and disappearance. Because when it comes to nature's cleanup crew, no one can replace the marabou storks, the loyal undertakers of the wild. Have you ever wondered who is the more effective environmental caretaker? The striped hyena or the hooded vulture? Please share your thoughts with us in the comments section. Here in the southwest corner of Chobe National Park, the Savuti Marsh emerges as a jewel within the Zambesian flooded grassland ecosystem. A simple yet mesmerizing landscape, where vast meadows blend seamlessly, with scattered shrubs stretching all the way to the horizon. Every rainy season, this swampy area is once again adorned with the vibrant beauty of new life, a miraculous revival of wild nature. The ecological heart of Savuti is the Savuti Channel, a mysterious waterway with an unpredictable flow that has endured for centuries. Sometimes this waterway overflows and rushes powerfully for years on end, but there are also many times when it dries up completely for decades. This mystery remains an unsolved problem for the scientific community, despite numerous hypotheses being proposed, related to tectonic shifts or changes in groundwater levels. The safari adventure across the Savuti grasslands is not only an opportunity to witness the majestic beauty of nature, but also a vivid experience of the cycle between harsh drought and the poetic moments of revival. In the delicate morning mist drifting lazily over the Savuti Marsh, a familiar silhouette soared high against the deep blue sky, a majestic African fish eagle, the vibrant symbol of this wild land and the undisputed ruler of its skies. The snowy white feathers on the eagle's head, neck and tail stand out strikingly against its chestnut brown body and glossy black wings. The broad wings can span up to 7 feet 10 inches, and the body stands about 2 feet tall, with females typically being larger than males, a rare trait among birds of prey. The majestic image, like a silent yet powerful warrior, has brought new vitality to the vast wilderness. Their resounding call, "We, you, O," has become an inseparable part. People often call it the voice of Africa, a sacred resonance echoing across the land and sky, like the soul of Mother Earth, herself reminding us of the profound connection between creation and those who were created. Every movement of the African fish eagle is the result of millions of years of intricate evolution belonging to the genus Lioness. It is the perfection of their bodies and hunting skills that has enabled this bird species to maintain its supreme position in the ecosystem, playing a vital role in preserving the natural balance by controlling the populations of fish and other small animals in the Savuti wetlands. The African fish eagle, also known as Lioness, has undergone a long evolutionary journey, originating from a common ancestor shared with the bald eagle of North America and the white-tailed eagle of Europe. That journey has given them exceptional eyesight, 3 to 3.5 times sharper than that of humans, allowing them to spot tiny, shimmering fish in the flowing water from hundreds of yards away. This is truly a wonder of nature, where every wing beat and every tilt of the head reflects the most brutal yet pure instinct for survival. The Savuti Marsh, with its characteristic seasonal flooding, is an ideal hunting ground for the African fish eagle. When the rainy season arrives and water floods the land, the abundant schools of fish become a plentiful source of food. On the high branches, the eagle stood patiently, its sharp eyes scanning the shimmering silver water. And in an instant, they plunged down to the water's surface with powerful claws equipped with tiny spikes called spicules. A highly effective weapon that grips their slippery prey so tightly that no creature can escape. These aerial warriors can catch fish weighing from 4 to 8 pounds, and sometimes even larger than their own body weight. When their prey is too heavy to lift into the air, they swim back to shore, using their broad wings like paddles to pull the catch beneath the water's surface in a graceful, confident display worthy of professional athletes. This demonstrates not only the strength, but also the remarkable flexibility in the hunting tactics of the African fish eagle. Although fish make up the majority of their diet, African fish eagles still display a diverse palate, reflecting the rich biodiversity of the Savuti marshlands. They are ready to hunt various types of water birds, such as flamingos and wild ducks, as well as small animals like red-faced hawk cuckoos, monkeys, young turtles, and even baby crocodiles. During harsh drought, seasons when water sources run dry, they can even adapt by feeding on carcasses, a testament to their extraordinary ability to survive in the face of severe environmental changes, where life and death intertwine beneath the calm surface of the water. Socially, the African fish eagle is renowned for its lifelong monogamous relationships, as steadfast and quiet as the underground rivers flowing beneath the surface of Savuti. They build enormous nests out of branches used and reinforced over many years, sometimes reaching a diameter of more than 6.5. Nests are usually built in tall trees near water sources, providing favorable conditions for protecting territory and observing prey. Each pair of eagles not only stays together for life, but also works together to protect their nest, a symbol of loyalty and strength in the wild. In the wild, cooperation and sharing food are not just actions, but also beautiful symbols of natural connection. The image of African fish, eagles, hunting together and then sharing their prey truly reflects a strong connection within the ecosystem. The ecological role of this species is extremely important, as they serve as the silent guardians of freshwater ecosystems. Scientists often monitor the presence and health of ospreys as natural ecological indicators, since these birds tend to avoid polluted waters. As the apex predator in the food chain, the sharp talons of the fish eagle help maintain the balance of fish and waterfowl populations, thereby preserving biodiversity in the Savuti wetlands. a place where the call of the fish eagle continues to echo across the vast wilderness. Moving on to the surrounding scenery, the Angola giraffes appear like vibrant fortresses amidst the flooded grasslands. They move slowly, like sturdy watchtowers standing in the midst of the vast wilderness. The morning light accentuates the beauty of their fur, with large brown patches edged in irregular, jagged lines, while their faces remain pure. The height of an adult giraffe ranges from 4 to 6 meters, with its neck stretching from 2 to 2.5 meters, rising tall like living pillars that connect the earth to the vast sky. From the moment it is born, a young deer stands nearly 6 feet tall. Its steady stance is protected by long, thick eyelashes that shield its eyes from dust and insects, while its short tail with a delicate tuft of hair helps it maintain balance and move gracefully. In the vibrant landscape of the Savuti marshes, herds of Angolan giraffes typically gather in social groups ranging from 5 to 20 individuals, with these gatherings shifting flexibly according to the seasons and food availability. They are often divided by gender. Young males gather together and engage in necking contests, a form of combat using neck strength to assert their status and lineage. As they mature, males gradually become more solitary, occasionally joining a few females or companions on their journeys to search for food. Their diet consists mainly of leaves, young shoots, and branches, with a particular preference for acacia species. With a tongue as long as 18 inches and thick, strong lips, giraffes can easily reach past thorny tree canopies without hesitation. On average each day, an adult deer consumes about 75 pounds of plants, helping to transform the landscape and create pathways for many other animal species. The range of movement of the Angolan giraffe in the vast Savuti marsh is extensive, but not as harsh as in dry areas. Thanks to their flexibility in not being territorially fixed, they can easily move through different habitats without causing conflict. This very integration not only helps maintain ecological balance, but also strengthens the symbiotic relationships among species within this vast ecosystem, like a natural symphony where wild creatures harmoniously blend together. A sustainable ecological balance is essential for maintaining the richness and diversity of wildlife in nature. By the year 2024, the population of Angola giraffes had made a remarkable recovery, with approximately 20,200 individuals roaming the savannas thanks to active conservation efforts and successful rain. However, this species still faces serious threats from habitat loss caused by agricultural expansion, logging, wildfires, and Therefore, by November 2024, the United States Fish and Wildlife Service proposed listing the Angolan giraffe. This is a powerful wake-up call about the challenges that nature is facing as humans continue to expand and encroach upon the territories of wild species. Beneath the majestic silhouettes of the proud, towering Angola giraffes, the ground at the Savuti Marsh is also awakening with vibrant life. Herds of small, agile impalas carve graceful, winding paths through their sleek, reddish-brown fur stands out against the soft blue-gray background, like the silent yet passionate heartbeats of a dawning day just beginning to break. Each adult has a graceful physique with a shoulder height ranging from 28 to 36 inches and a weight between 88 and 168 pounds, demonstrating the balance and agility necessary to. The highlight of the males is their elegant, crescent-shaped horns, which can reach up to 35 inches in length. These horns curve gently but are extremely sturdy. They're not only tools for competing for mates during the breeding season, but also symbols of strength and martial beauty for the species. Especially a prominent black stripe in the shape of the letter M on its side stands out like a delicate sketch, gifted by nature, becoming a unique mark that helps identify each individual in the herd. The footsteps of the impaler are more than just graceful movements across the vast grasslands. When danger lurks, that slender body can explode into spectacular sprints, reaching speeds of up to 50 miles per hour in an instant, leaving predators stunned in amazement. In fact, instead of running straight, impalers often suddenly leap into the air, reaching heights of 10 feet and covering distances of nearly 30 feet in a single jump. The characteristic plunging behavior, when all four legs spring off the ground at the same time, is both a display of vibrant energy and a subtle warning signal sent to others when danger is near. The social life of impalas is complex and tightly knit, forming a fascinating network of multidimensional interactions. Outside of the breeding season, impalers split into two distinct groups: bachelor males and females with their young. But when the mating season lasts from April to June, adult males begin to establish separate territories, gathering groups of females into their own herds with intense competition. The territorial battles unfold dramatically, with powerful clashes of curved horns echoing across the grasslands. Impala communicate with each other through a rich array of sounds, including hisses, growls, and most notably, loud calls, creating a vibrant and emotional symphony amidst the vastness of nature. It is this subtle communication and complex social life that have helped impalers not only survive, but also thrive in the ever-changing wilderness. When watching the impalas dance across the Savuti grasslands, we witness the raw beauty and vibrant vitality of nature. A magnificent masterpiece woven over millions of years of evolution, deserving to be protected and cherished as one of the planet's priceless treasures. In the wild, a warning call rings out like a sharp alarm whenever a predator approaches a herd of impalers. They also maintain a special habit called allo-grooming, showing affection by licking and gently plucking each other's fur. This seemingly simple action not only helps eliminate harmful parasites, but also strengthens the strong bonds among members of the group, creating a powerful and united community for survival. The impala antelope is a master of agility in its feeding habits. They can both graze on grass like typical antelope species and browse on young leaves like other leaf-eating animals, depending on seasonal conditions and available food sources. This adaptability allows them to maintain a stable existence even during the most severe dry seasons of the Savuti Marsh. However, no matter how adaptable they are, impalas still need a regular water source and rarely travel more than 5 miles from a water point to ensure they do not exhaust their energy and survival resources. When the last rain clouds blanket the sky, marking the return of the rainy season, a time when lush green grass covers the vast plains, the impala herds become more lively than ever. Mother impalas simultaneously give birth to tiny calves, creating a newborn boom amid the lush wilderness. After a pregnancy lasting 6 to 7 months, each female brings healthy offspring into the world, one at a time. Especially in just a few days, the young antelopes were already running with the herd, blending into the vibrant rhythm of life on the grasslands. Previously, the mothers were extremely careful to hide their young in dense bushes to protect them from the watchful eyes of predators. However, even the most discreet shelters cannot escape the sharp surveillance from afar, where a creature is lying relaxed on the ground yet remains alert and tense. The Southeast African cheetah. This creature is like nature's most perfect masterpiece, designed to master the art of speed. Each heartbeat, each stride it takes becomes a race for survival, where quick and agile feet are the only key to unlocking the door to life. The cheetah has a slender body, a lightweight skeleton, and a uniquely flexible spine that acts like an exceptional spring. They can reach an incredible speed of up to 70 miles per hour in short bursts, and can even accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3 seconds, much faster than many modern supercars on the racetrack. The semi-retractable claws serve as weapons that help them grip the ground firmly, much like specialized spikes worn by athletes. Meanwhile, their long, muscular tails play a crucial role in steering and maintaining balance during breathtaking chases, allowing them to make sharp turns and pursue their prey with unmatched agility and intensity. The pale yellow fur, adorned with evenly spaced round black spots, allows the cheetah to blend seamlessly into the Savuti grasslands, creating a natural camouflage that helps it avoid detection by its two black stripes running down the slender face, called tear marks, stretch from the corners of the eyes to the mouth. These marks not only help reduce glare, but also enhance vision, allowing the predator to spot even the slightest movement under the harsh sunlight of the savanna. It is this unique combination of incredible speed and sharp observation skills that has made the cheetah the undisputed king of speed in the fiercely competitive wild. Under the blazing sunlight, the cheetah emerges as a perfect symbol of aerodynamics in the wild. A compact head, low rounded ears, and a body weighing between 21 and 72 kilograms all contribute to exceptional agility, allowing their movements to flow smoothly like a gentle stream carried by the wind. Unlike most big cats that are nocturnal, cheetahs choose to hunt during the day, especially in the early morning and late afternoon, to avoid direct encounters with other groups of predators. Thanks to their exceptionally sharp eyesight, they can spot prey from a great distance and then quietly approach step by step, blending into the tall grass before unleashing their powerful attack in a sudden, explosive sprint. When they get close, with their sharp claws and strong front legs, cheetahs use a special claw on their front paws to hook and firmly hold on to their prey, making it impossible for the animal to escape. But the race doesn't end with the hunt. It continues in every moment after the prey is brought down, because there are always other predators lurking, ready to steal the hard-earned prize. Therefore, the leopard must eat quickly, tearing off each piece of steaming meat in the never-ending battle between its survival instincts and the harshness of nature. Silent movement, ultra-fast speed, and remarkable adaptability are the key factors that enable cheetahs to survive and thrive on these vast grasslands. The social behavior of cheetahs is also very unique and shows a clear division. Most leopards live alone, spending the majority of their time roaming in search of suitable hunting territories and caring for their young. On the other hand, male lions often form small groups called coalitions, usually consisting of brothers or unrelated individuals who cooperate to control and defend strategic hunting territories. Their interactions are not loud, but take place through gentle sounds like hissing, birdsong, and the reproductive process follows a natural cycle. After about 90 to 95 days of pregnancy, a female leopard will give birth to between 2 and 5 cubs, which are carefully hidden in dense grass. Their delicate eyes remain tightly shut, and their fragile bodies make them easy targets for predators such as hyenas or lions. The mother must constantly move her young to different locations in hopes of minimizing the risk of being discovered. A life or death game that continues until the children are strong enough to follow her on the challenging hunts ahead. Among them, only about 30% of the cubs are lucky enough to survive the harsh challenges of their early lives. And it is these fortunate individuals who will continue to pass on the cheetah's vibrant vitality to future generations. Cheetah cubs stay with their mother for 18 to 24 months, a precious period during which they learn how to hunt, avoid danger, and most importantly, survive in the harsh environment of As of 2024, the number of adult cheetahs in the wild has declined drastically, with only about 6,517 individuals remaining. Among them, the population of cheetahs in southeastern Africa makes up the majority. The shrinking of their habitat, territorial fragmentation, conflicts with humans, dwindling food sources, and the illegal wildlife trade are like deadly blades pushing this magnificent species to the brink of extinction. Their conservation status has been classified by the International Union for Conservation of Nature as vulnerable, serving as an urgent wake-up call for stronger and more proactive conservation efforts. Do you feel the awe when witnessing each lightning-fast sprint of a cheetah? If those breathtaking sprints make your heart race, go ahead and share your feelings below. Nature is truly alive only when there are people who empathize with it and speak. Don't forget to leave a comment and join nature. Moment in spreading the magical beauty of the wild to even more people. No less graceful and elegant, a large bird that moves fluidly between walking and taking flight is the Kori bustard, the heaviest flying bird in Africa and also the national bird of Botswana. Despite its impressive size, with adult males weighing from 7 to 18 kilograms and standing up to 4 feet tall, the Kori bustard moves with an unusually calm demeanor. Its long, steady strides gently parted the grass, with 3 toes pointing forward and 1 small toe pointing backward, creating a stable stance. Its speckled grayish-brown coat allows it to blend perfectly into the sun-scorched grasslands, making it nearly invisible under the blazing sunlight, while still enabling it to stand tall in the vast expanse of the savanna. This slow rhythm is only interrupted when danger approaches. In those moments, the Kori bustard summons all its strength to take off with a heavy leap, powerfully flapping its wings to lift its bulky body off the ground and soar above the grasslands. But in reality, they only truly fly when they need to escape a threat or travel a short distance, since most of their lives are closely tied to the ground, where they find food, reproduce, and take shelter. Surviving in the harsh environment of Savuti, the key for this bird species lies in its diverse diet. As an opportunistic omnivore, the Kori bustard primarily hunts insects, such as grasshoppers and beetles, while also nibbling on small reptiles, eating grass seeds, enjoying wild fruits, and even readily consuming food from decaying animal carcasses when the large amount of water that this bird species uses is mostly absorbed directly from the moist food they find, which is an extremely clever survival strategy in such an arid environment. With each slow step across the sun-scorched grasslands, the Kori bustard is not only a symbol of perseverance and adaptability, but also a testament to the art of blending into a harsh natural environment. Meanwhile, the cheetah, with its unmatched speed as the fastest animal on Earth, stands as proof of an intense survival instinct and relentless fighting spirit. Two animal species with two distinct ways of life are both profoundly affected by the challenges of survival, while also issuing a stern warning about our responsibility to protect wildlife, a precious treasure of nature that the bird species I am referring to has an extraordinary ability to adapt to life in extremely arid regions, thanks to its capacity to absorb nutrients without needing to seek out large sources of water. This is precisely the strength that allows them to survive in harsh environments, where scarce water resources pose a major challenge for the social life of the Kori bustard is quite secretive. They usually live alone or gather in small, scattered groups. But when the breeding season arrives, the marshlands become lively with displays showcasing the brilliance and strength of the male birds. During the breeding season, the male birds perform a graceful and mesmerizing dance. They puff out their necks, twist the bright white feathers on their chests, fan their tails high, and move slowly while letting out deep, resonant calls that echo across the prairie like a haunting melody stretching through the stillness of nature. In some areas, the males gather in display grounds known as leks, where they compete with one another in dazzling plumage and strength to attract solitary females passing by. When the courtship ends, the female bird will choose a nesting spot right on the ground. just a simple little hollow in the lush green grass, and gently incubate 1 to 2 eggs for about 23 to 30 days. Newly hatched chicks are completely defenseless and can easily fall prey to predators such as jackals, African wildcats, or even monitor lizards wandering through the swamps. This is a fragile stage, and it is both the greatest challenge in the lives of these tiny beings and the time when a mother's devotion, combined with the luck granted by nature, will determine their fate. Not only is it renowned as the home of the heaviest flying bird in Africa, Chobe National Park is also the habitat of the world's largest bird, the ostrich Truthiocamelus. With a height of up to 9 feet and a weight of about 330 pounds, the ostrich towers above all other birds in size. Long, strong legs not only help them move quickly, but also serve as an effective means of defense. Each foot has only 2 toes, with the big toe being larger and equipped with a sharp claw. This allows the ostrich to sprint at speeds of up to 43 miles per hour in short bursts and maintain a speed of 31 miles per hour over long distances. Surprisingly, the ostrich is the fastest 2-legged animal, with a long, graceful neck about 3 feet long, and the largest eyes of any land animal, measuring up to 2 inches in diameter. With such large eyes, ostriches can observe and detect potential dangers from very far away, allowing them to always be proactive in avoiding predators. Although they cannot fly due to their flat, rounded breastbone and underdeveloped muscles needed for wing movement, their soft feathers still play an important role in regulating body temperature, helping ostriches adapt to the hot climate of their habitat. It is the combination of exceptional speed, refined hunting skills, and mesmerizing displays during the breeding season that has created an irresistibly captivating element within the wild ecosystem here. This not only enriches nature, but also helps us better understand the fascinating adaptations of animals in the fierce competition for survival. In addition to the distinctive calls that create social bonds among African ostriches, their diet is also highly diverse and adaptable. They mainly eat plants such as grass, seeds, fruits, and flowers, but sometimes they do not hesitate to catch insects or small animals when given the opportunity. Their ability to survive for extended periods without directly drinking water is a biological marvel. They absorb moisture from their food and regulate the water content in their bodies in an astonishing way. To aid the digestive process, their stomachs contain numerous small stones that act like a grinder, breaking down food and allowing them to absorb nutrients in the most efficient way possible. As the breeding season begins, the social behavior of the ostrich becomes exceptionally unique. A group usually consists of 1 dominant male and several females. To attract a mate, the male puts on powerful displays of dance, such as vigorously flapping his wings, bowing deeply, and confidently shaking his tail. They also produce a variety of sounds, including loud, thunderous calls during mating season that remind one of the distant roar of a lion. The females often lay their eggs together in a shallow nest in the ground, which can contain up to 60 eggs. However, only about 20 eggs will successfully hatch. The responsibility of incubating the eggs is usually taken on by the male at night, while the females take turns doing this throughout the day. The ostrich egg is the largest in the bird world, weighing about 3 pounds and measuring approximately 6 inches long. A marvel. When they hatch, the chicks are already able to walk and receive devoted care from both parents. They often gather in large flocks to increase their chances of survival in the harsh wild. If you could choose a superpower from the wild animals of Savuti, the razor-sharp vision of the African fish eagle, the unmatched running speed of the cheetah, or the perfect camouflage ability of the Kori bustard, leave a comment below, and let's see if your opinion gets a lot of support from others. Moving northwest within Chobe National Park, the Lenanti wetland bordering Namibia stands out as a lush natural area, vibrant with stretches of reeds, water palms, and lowland forests along the rivers. The network of marshes, canals, and wetlands along the Lenanti River not only maintains the necessary humidity, but also creates an ideal habitat for numerous species of wildlife to thrive throughout the year. According to a 2024 survey by BirdLife International and Research on Wetlands in Botswana, Lenanti has been recognized as an important bird area with more than 450 resident and migratory bird species, including many rare and endangered species. This truly is one of the best destinations for anyone who loves nature and is passionate about observing fascinating bird species. As a delicate mist drifts gently over the Lenanti marsh, where the air is filled with a symphony of sounds and flashes of light, shimmer across the water's surface, a silent figure emerges. With an average length of up to 16 feet and sometimes exceeding 20 feet, the Nile crocodile is recognized as the largest freshwater reptile in Africa. Their skin is not only thick, but also reinforced with small bony plates, called osteoderms, forming a nearly impenetrable biological. This protects crocodiles from potential threats in the harsh wilderness. Not only does it have a tough armor, but the Nile crocodile also boasts an incredibly powerful jaw with between 64 and 68 sharp, conical teeth that are continuously replaced throughout its lifetime. These teeth are not for chewing, but are mainly used to grip and crush prey. In particular, a crocodile's eyes are equipped with a transparent nictitating membrane called the third eyelid, which allows them to see clearly underwater without. Their long, muscular tails not only help them move nimbly in the water, but also serve as powerful weapons against rivals or enemies. The hunting method of the Nile crocodile is truly patient and meticulous. They hide beneath the mud or just below the water's surface, quietly waiting for the right moment to strike their target. From fish birds, reptiles and amphibians to antelopes and even lions. When they catch their prey, they use the death roll technique, spinning powerfully underwater to disorient and tear the prey into smaller, more easily digestible pieces. The life cycle of the Nile crocodile is also full of fascinating wonders. During the breeding season, female crocodiles lay between 25 and 80 eggs in nests made of sand or piles of decaying vegetation. The temperature inside the nest determines the gender of the baby crocodiles, and after 80 to 90 days of incubation using natural heat, they begin to make sharp cries to signal their mother that it's time to dig up the nest and take them to the water. The mother then continues to protect her young for the first few months of their life. The average lifespan of a Nile crocodile in the wild ranges from 50 to 70 years, and some individuals in captivity can even live for more than 100 years. With an evolutionary history spanning millions of years, the Nile crocodile is considered a living fossil. The ability to regulate the amount of salt through glands on their tongues allows them to tolerate brackish water environments for short periods, even though they still prefer to live in fresh water. As a top predator in the food chain, the Nile crocodile plays a crucial role in balancing the wetland ecosystem by controlling prey populations and maintaining diversity and stability in this challenging wilderness environment. It is precisely these unique biological traits and behaviors that have made the Nile crocodile a vivid symbol of strength and remarkable adaptability in the wild natural world. In many African cultures, the hippopotamus is not only revered but also inspires profound fear because of its immense strength. In those wild waters, the Nile crocodile stands as a silent gatekeeper, a living testament that nature still operates according to the ancient laws set in primordial times. The marshlands, where Nile crocodiles and hippos share the same waters, are filled with a tense and quiet atmosphere, as each side remains wary of the formidable strength of the other. Coexisting in this environment, they reflect the delicate balance of nature between life and the hippopotamus, ranking third among the largest semi-aquatic land animals after the elephant and the white rhinoceros, stands out for its astonishingly massive size. Adult males weigh between 3,300 and 7,000 pounds, while females are smaller, ranging from 1,430 to 5,170 pounds. The name hippopotamus originates from ancient Greek, reflecting this animal's close connection to aquatic environments. This is not only a cultural symbol, but also demonstrates the hippopotamus's remarkable adaptation to a life spent mostly in the water. Their skin is thick and almost hairless, yet extremely sensitive, requiring constant moisturizing to prevent cracking. This makes it a crucial factor in helping them survive in harsh environments. Hippos secrete a thick, reddish fluid, often referred to as blood sweat, which acts as a natural sunscreen. At the same time, it has antibacterial properties that protect their skin from bacteria and other harmful agents. The hippopotamus's unique anatomical features are also evident in the position of its eyes, ears, and nostrils, which are located high on its head. This allows the animal to see, hear, and breathe while most of its body remains submerged, helping it avoid predators and escape the intense heat on land. A powerful jaw with canine teeth as long as 20 inches, and a bite force estimated by experts to reach up to 1,828 pounds of force. The strongest among all land animals is the formidable weapon that helps hippos protect themselves. This is also the reason why hippos frequently face the risk of conflict with humans and poaching, as the value of their canine teeth, similar to ivory, makes them a prized target for smugglers. Although hippos usually spend most of their time in the water, they actually cannot swim. Instead, they usually walk or hop along the river, aided by their dense skeletons, which reduce buoyancy and allow them to move easily under deep. Young hippos have better natural buoyancy, which makes it easier for them to explore their surroundings. They live in groups called herds or bloats, which can have up to 30 individuals, each led by a dominant male. This male controls a stretch of river or a lake and is ready to charge into fierce battles to defend his territory. The confrontations between males can sometimes become so brutal that they threaten lives, demonstrating the fierce competition among the top rulers of these waters. During the day, to avoid the intense heat of the sun and maintain a stable body temperature, hippos immerse themselves in water, only coming ashore at dusk to forage for food. Their primary diet consists of grass and various aquatic plants, with a food intake of about 88 pounds each night, which helps maintain energy for their massive bodies. Although they appear heavy and sluggish, hippos are actually capable of running surprisingly fast on land, reaching speeds of up to 18 miles per hour over short distances, which helps them escape danger effectively. The hippopotamus's complex personality, from its gentle giant nature to its fierce strength in protecting its kind, is exactly what makes this animal an endlessly fascinating subject of research and discovery in the world of wildlife. Although they appear heavy and sluggish, hippos can sprint at speeds of up to 19 miles per hour over short distances, an astonishing pace that allows them to quickly escape danger in the wild. Their roars, screeches, and other unique sounds can travel hundreds of yards, both above and below the water's surface, serving as a special language for communication and maintaining cohesion within the group. It's truly amazing. Hippos have an average lifespan of 40 to 50 years in the wild, and they can live even longer when cared for in captivity. One little known fact is that hippos have a unique evolutionary connection with whales and dolphins. This has been confirmed by genetic evidence and anatomical structures, offering a profound perspective on animal development throughout evolution. When it comes to reproduction, female hippos usually give birth right in the water, a remarkable phenomenon that demonstrates their sophisticated adaptation to an aquatic environment. Baby hippos can nurse underwater without any difficulty, thanks to their ability to seal their nostrils and ears, which prevents water from getting in. For mother hippos, protecting their calves is always the top priority, and they are willing to face any threat to keep their young safe. However, hippos are currently classified as a threatened species, according to the assessment by the International Union for Conservation of Nature, which means urgent conservation efforts are needed to ensure their long-term survival in the world of wild animals, another species that also stands out for its herd lifestyle, similar to that of hippos, is the African wild dog, a symbol of unity and remarkable cooperation. A pack of African wild dogs usually consists of nearly 30 members, led by a dominant pair, a male and a female, and only this pair is allowed to breed, ensuring a strict social. What sets African wild dogs apart is their remarkable altruism among animals. The entire pack works together to care for the pups and support injured or sick members, a clear testament to the power of unity. Their communication sounds are highly diverse, ranging from high-pitched screeches and howls to calls and growls. These sounds can travel far across vast open fields and dense forests, helping to maintain coordination and unity within the pack. The hunting strategy of the African wild dog is considered one of the most successful methods in the animal kingdom. With their large, round, highly sensitive ears, they can detect sounds from a great distance, increasing their ability to hunt in challenging environments. They move at speeds of up to 60 miles per hour, working together seamlessly and relentlessly pursuing their prey until it is exhausted, demonstrating the remarkable endurance and agility of top predators. The African wild dog has a slender, muscular body and uniquely shaped paws, with 4 toes on each front foot instead of 5 like other dog species, which optimizes its endurance running ability. Thanks to their seamless coordination and exceptional endurance, they achieve a hunting success rate many times higher than that of solitary predators. Their favorite food mainly consists of medium and small-sized antelopes, but sometimes they do not hesitate to hunt larger prey or even smaller animals to maintain a diverse food supply. The jaws of wild dogs are quite strong, equipped with sharp teeth that allow them to tear flesh quickly. Although they are not powerful enough to crush bones, this does not diminish their effectiveness in consuming their prey. After each successful hunt, the adult members of the pride come together to share and enjoy the meal, a testament to the unmatched bond and teamwork found in the wild. The African wild dog has a truly unique way of caring for its young. They regurgitate food. That is, they bring up partially digested food to feed their pups. During the breeding season, the lead female is responsible for giving birth to a litter of between 2 and 20 puppies in abandoned animal dens, such as those of aardvarks or in other natural shelters. Although they receive attentive care, the mortality rate among puppies remains very high due to natural dangers such as predators, disease, and start. This demonstrates the harshness and challenges of the wild that this breed of dog must endure. The average lifespan of African wild dogs in the wild ranges from 10 to 13 years, but their fate is under serious threat. According to the latest update in 2024 from the International Union for Conservation of Nature (IUCN), the African wild dog has been classified as an endangered species. Their small, scattered populations are highly vulnerable to dangerous infectious diseases such as rabies and canine distemper, as well as frequent conflicts with humans when they attack livestock. This has led to a series of urgent conservation campaigns, including the creation of ecological corridors that allow them to move safely, disease control programs, and community education initiatives aimed at reducing conflict. All these efforts not only save a single animal species, but also help maintain ecological balance within an already fragile ecosystem. Do you see anything you can learn from African wild dogs, the silent warriors who live for the good of the whole pack? If you sense a special bond in their behavior, comment number 1. Or share something personal that you think is appropriate. Your comments will help Nature Moment better understand what touches the hearts of our audience, so we can continue bringing you even more profound and inspiring moments of nature. Don't forget to hit the like button, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you love stories, every interaction from you is a driving force for our journey of storytelling for nature. Amidst the transformation of the Linanti floodplain into a wetland, the grey-crowned cranes appear like dancers draped in shimmering silver robes, moving gracefully through the early morning mist. With its brilliant golden crest made of sturdy feathers, this crane captivates everyone's attention at first sight. Their faces are distinctive, with patches of red skin on their throats and white cheeks, creating a striking contrast with the tuft of black hair on top of their heads, a look reminiscent of ancient mythological statues. The grey-crowned crane stands about 3 feet tall, with a wingspan of up to 6.5 feet. Its long jet-black legs are perfectly suited for wading through the mud in vast wetlands. Unlike other crane species, this one has an exceptionally long hind toe that allows it to perch easily on tree branches. A unique adaptation that lets it use higher vantage points to avoid predators and observe its surroundings. As an agile bird of prey, the grey-crowned crane spends most of its time searching for food, with a varied diet that includes insects, amphibians, small snakes, rodents, grass seeds, and grains. This diverse diet allows the crane to easily adapt to a wide range of habitats. With their loyal nature, grey-crowned cranes primarily reside in their breeding areas year-round and only move within a small range to find water sources when they usually live in pairs or small family groups, and during the non-breeding season, these groups gather into larger flocks. One of the most magical moments in the life of the gray-crowned crane is its courtship dance. A breathtaking display featuring rhythmic steps, graceful wing beats, elegant strides, and resonant calls that together create a symphony of love beneath the vast sky. The fusion of sound and movement stirs deep emotions in the audience, as if they are witnessing the vibrant vitality and unwavering faith in the... The gray-crowned crane, with its graceful and dignified dance steps, is not only a display of artistry, but also a sacred ritual that strengthens the enduring bond between the male and female birds. Their resounding calls echo across the prairie like a natural symphony, serving both as a mating call and a powerful declaration of dominance over the vast territory. But tragically, that proud beauty is gradually fading away and slipping into oblivion. According to the latest update from the UCN in 2024, the gray-crowned crane has officially been classified as a highly endangered species. The leading threats include habitat loss caused by the conversion of swamps into farmland, illegal trafficking for the pet trade, collisions with high-voltage power lines. In the cultures of many regions in Africa, the gray-crowned crane is not just a bird, but also a symbol of good luck and prosperity, reflecting the sacred relationship between humans and nature. Across the vast Linanti marshlands, their silent wings soared into the sky like feathered prayers sent to the Creator, wishing for that beauty to endure forever. As the image of the gray-crowned crane gradually fades, the natural landscape here is once again adorned by the appearance of the African white-necked crane, another symbol of grace and elegance. Nature has bestowed upon this bird a glossy black plumage and a neck as white as a soft ribbon. Standing proudly in the wild, they reach a height of between 75 and 92 centimeters. Especially, the deep wine-red eyes combined with the signature black skull cap create a captivating and vivid image, like a work of art set against a wild and untamed backdrop. Widely distributed across tropical regions, the white-necked stork not only inhabits swamps, fields, irrigation canals, reservoir and mangrove forests, but also adapts flexibly to suburban environments, where it nests in unusual trees and readily accepts food from humans. During moments of solitary wandering, soaring alongside a mate, or sometimes in small groups, they often take advantage of warm air currents to glide gracefully across the sky. This results in spectacular acrobatics and loops, accompanied by the echoing sound of their wings beating over the still water. The long, sharp beak, as pointed as a spear, not only helps them hunt effectively, but also serves as a tool to emit a piercing warning screech whenever they feel threatened. The white-naped crane has a diverse diet, mainly consisting of fish, frogs, snakes, lizards, large insects, as well as shrimp, crabs, and shellfish. It skillfully takes advantage of grass fire seasons and the times when ants begin to multiply rapidly to improve its hunting efficiency. This remarkable adaptability makes them an indispensable part of the food chain and the balance of the wetland ecosystem, demonstrating their incredible vitality despite facing numerous challenges from both nature and humans. In the enchanting moments of mating season, the clattering call of the white-necked crane rings out like a song celebrating life as its head gently tilts back, amid the arid forest and the natural lakes slowly vanishing. Under the scorching sun, the silhouette of the African leopard emerges, its proud figure adorned with pale golden fur that glimmers with a hint of honey-like. The intricate interweaving of black and gold markings transforms this animal into a true phantom of the wild, appearing unexpectedly and vanishing just as easily from the eyes of anyone walking through the forest. With a muscular, powerful body and sharp, retractable claws, the leopard is an exceptional master of climbing. It can not only drag prey weighing twice its own body weight up into high branches, but it is also an exceptional jumper, easily leaping as far as 20 feet and jumping as high as 10 feet. In particular, the leopard's night vision is 6 times more sensitive than that of humans, making it the perfect predator in the silent darkness of the African forest, where only the gentle rustling of dry leaves gives away its presence. The leopard glided smoothly over the layer of dry leaves beneath its feet, each movement as fluid as a ghostly dance, silencing even the faintest sound. Its brilliant golden eyes darted through the night in search of a target. Every muscle beneath its sleek skin tensed like a coiled spring, ready to unleash a lightning-fast leap. A gentle flick of the tail, and in just an instant, as if frozen in time. Sharp teeth with a bite force of up to 1,254 newtons are strong enough to pierce a skull or crush a prey's spine. The sound echoed softly as the prey collapsed like a dry leaf falling from a branch. The leopard wasted no time, immediately sinking its teeth into the prey's neck and, with extraordinary strength, each claw is firmly anchored into the tree bark, carrying its meal high up to avoid competition from scavengers. The remarkable independence of leopards is also clearly demonstrated by the way they establish their own distinct territories. They mark their territory by spraying urine, scratching tree bark, and leaving distinctive signs on ancient tree trunks, a vivid warning to any unwelcome intruders. The territory of a leopard can range from a few miles to hundreds of miles, depending on the availability of food and living conditions. Interestingly, at the Norza Reserve, their breeding season takes place all year round. After a pregnancy lasting about 90 to 105 days, tiny baby leopards are born in rocky dens or dense bushes, their eyes still tightly shut, completely dependent on their mother's attentive care during the first few months. It is during this period that essential survival skills are carefully taught, helping the young wild ones carry on the enduring tradition of survival in the harsh wilderness. Through every movement and the hidden stories etched on each face, the African leopard is not only a symbol of courage, but also evokes a symphony of the vibrant and tumultuous life of the wild, captivating and inspiring deep admiration in anyone who loves nature. During their journey of learning to hunt and survive, which lasts from 1.5 to 2 years, the remarkable agility of the African leopard has helped it establish its dominance throughout sub-Saharan Africa, from dense tropical forests to vast grasslands and even arid deserts. Alongside those silent predators, the resilient image of the white rhinoceros also adds a rare and indispensable touch to the survival landscape of the Nyata. Behind the muscular appearance lies a touching story of survival that few people know about. The white rhinoceros, the largest of the 5 remaining rhinoceros species, is second only to the elephant in size among land mammals. An adult male can weigh between 4,000 and 5,500 pounds, while the female is slightly lighter, ranging from 3,500 to 4,000 pounds. According to the 2025 update report on rhino conservation, the white rhinoceros is divided into 2 subspecies: the southern white rhinoceros and the northern white rhinoceros. Sadly, the northern subspecies is on the brink of extinction, with only 2 infertile females remaining. Their characteristically square-shaped lips are actually the origin of their common name. In African languages, the word "wided" means wide, but it was mistakenly translated into English as white. This wide mouth is the perfect tool that allows the white rhinoceros to easily graze on the low grass that stretches across the plains. The thick grey skin not only protects them from insects, but also shields them from the intense African sun. However, to cool down and care for their skin, white rhinos often roll in mud. Although they weigh several tons, they can still accelerate at an incredible speed, reaching 40 to 50 miles per hour over short distances. Due to their limited eyesight, white rhinos compensate with exceptionally sharp hearing and sense of smell, which help them detect threats and navigate the vast expanse of the grasslands. Unlike their relatives, the black rhinoceros, which are known for being solitary and aggressive, white rhinoceroses are generally more gentle and live in small groups called crashes, mainly consisting of females and their young. Meanwhile, adult males usually live alone and mark their territory with feces and urine. The reproductive cycle of the white rhinoceros is quite unique, with a gestation period lasting up to 16 months. Each time, only one offspring is born, and the young will stay with its mother for 2 to 3 years to learn how to survive in this harsh land. The slow reproductive rate, combined with the threat of poaching for their horns, makes white rhinos extremely vulnerable and in urgent need of protection to ensure the survival of their species. Behind that majestic appearance lies a long journey of facing survival challenges that each white rhinoceros must overcome, making their story not just a struggle for survival, but also a symbol of resilience and hope in the vast world. At the end of the 19th century, the southern white rhinoceros was on the brink of extinction, with its population dropping to fewer than 100 individuals. However, thanks to persistent and dedicated conservation efforts, this species has made a miraculous comeback, becoming a vibrant symbol of resilience and the wonders of nature. However, according to the 2025 Rhino Conservation Update, poaching for horns, which are considered a valuable medicine and a status symbol in some cultures, remains the most serious threat. The survival journey of the white rhinoceros is not only a story of strength, but also a vivid testament to the magical transformation of nature when humans know how to cherish and protect it. In contrast, amid the tranquil rhythm of the Nagatsa grasslands, common elands, the largest antelopes in the world, quietly move across the vast. Under the brilliant golden sunlight of the African continent, their strong bodies, males can reach up to 5.5 feet tall and weigh nearly 2,000 pounds, leave enduring footprints stretching across the arid land. This image not only captures the grandeur of nature, but also conveys the fierce wild spirit that is present in every step of this animal. A standout feature that cannot be overlooked is their powerful, easily recognizable spiral horns, reaching up to 26 inches long in females and 29 inches in males. Elegant twists that seem to sketch the vibe. In addition, the skin pouches under the male's neck, which grow larger with age, play an important role in regulating body temperature under the intense African sun. Despite its massive build, the eland antelope is a master of spectacular jumps, able to leap as high as 10 feet from a standing position. This allows it to easily clear natural barriers and escape predators lurking beneath the forest canopy. In contrast to their massive appearance, their steps are gentle and quiet, only occasionally accompanied by a soft clicking sound from the knees, a phenomenon that scientists believe is related to the tendons sliding over the bones with each steady stride. Unlike the tightly bonded herds of antelopes, eland herds have a looser social structure, ranging from a few individuals to several hundred, depending on the season and the availability of food. They constantly migrate across the sparse grasslands of the Nagatsa region, creating a map of survival through their long journeys in search of fresh, green. The eland's extraordinary ability to withstand thirst allows it to survive even the harshest periods by absorbing moisture from plants and regulating its body temperature to minimize water loss through sweating. Their menu is diverse, including fresh grass, young leaves, shrubs, and even ripe fruits, all skillfully consumed, allowing these antelopes to adapt perfectly to their harsh habitat. This not only demonstrates intelligence in survival, but also serves as a reminder of a vibrant and dynamic natural world, where every creature, despite facing many challenges, persists and thrives. Amid the constant changes of the seasons and their habitat, zebras have established themselves as a symbol of remarkable adaptability. That remarkable adaptability not only enables them to survive, but also allows them to spread across the vast, endless grasslands, the thorny mopane forests, and the limestone hills of the harsh highland regions. Each step of the zebra blends with the powerful rhythm of nature, creating a vibrant cycle of life. After nearly 9 months of pregnancy, a female zebra will give birth to a single foal, a fragile little creature that, from its very first breath, must learn to hide among the wild underbrush. There, beneath the tall grass and in the shade of the prairie, the mother hides her child from the cold gaze of the leopard and lurking predators. The first weeks of life are a matter of life and death, a harsh gamble between a mother's instinct and the unforgiving forces of nature. With an average lifespan of 15 to 20 years, each zebra carries within itself a quiet epic, woven by its footsteps on dusty ground, by memories of wild winds and sun-scorched skies, where the free spirit of this proud animal has been forged. Amidst the faded golden hues of Nagatsa, where the color of the earth blends with the blazing sunlight, black and white stripes suddenly appear, breathing life into the rhythm of the grassland. Those are Burchell zebras, majestic creatures with sturdy bodies covered in interwoven black and white stripes, accented by faint brownish streaks along their sides. To the human eye, their dazzling coats might seem to make them stand out easily, but under the shimmering light of the grasslands, those bold stripes actually blur their outlines, making it difficult for predators to tell them apart, especially when the whole herd moves in unison. The latest research from the 2025 Zebra Ecology Project has revealed the remarkable secret of their striped coats. They also help minimize the impact of harmful insects such as tubesets, flies, and horseflies. With a shoulder height ranging from 3.5 to 4.5 feet and a weight between 500 and 700 pounds, the Burchell zebra belongs to the medium-sized group of zebras and is highly adapted to open grassland habitats. On its sturdy neck stands an upright mane with alternating black and white stripes that seamlessly continue the pattern on its body, creating a mysterious and unified appearance. Large, round ears twitch constantly, picking up every signal from the ever-changing land, serving as a sharp auditory tool that helps them quickly detect any nearby threats. The Burchell zebra maintains an incredibly tight-knit social system. They live in small family groups called herds, consisting of one dominant stallion, several maras, and their young foals. Male horses that have not yet had the opportunity to breed often form bachelor groups, temporarily banding together in an alliance as they wait for their chance to claim a position of their own. The picture of the wildlife of zebras is not just a story of survival, but also a vivid testament to the power of unity and survival skills in the harshness of nature. Through each season and every generation, the black and white stripes have remained an enduring symbol, telling the epic yet silent story of that When the dry season arrives, the grasslands gradually wither, water becomes scarce, and groups of Burchell's zebra families must come together to form large herds, gathering around the few remaining water holes. Even more astonishing, their bonds extend beyond their own species, integrating with herds of antelope, impala, and even baboons to form a mixed community that enhances their ability to warn each other of predators. In those vivid moments, every head rising above the grass and every deep breath was perfectly in sync with the movements of other species, as if the entire African savanna shared a single, powerful heartbeat of survival. Burchell zebras are highly dependent on water and rarely travel more than 7.5 miles from their main water source. To survive the harsh dry season in the Gata region, they use their thick, sensitive lips and sharp teeth to pick up every remaining patch of short grass from the cracked. When food becomes scarce, they do not hesitate to dig deep into the ground to find tubers and roots hidden beneath the hard soil, and occasionally even supplement their meals with leaves. This is evidence of the zebra's remarkable ability to adapt to the harsh conditions of nature. The reproductive cycle of the Burchell's zebra does not depend heavily on a fixed season, but is determined by favorable environmental conditions. Each pregnancy lasts about 360 to 390 days and ends with the birth of a calf weighing approximately 66 to 77 pounds. Amazingly, after just 20 minutes, the foal was able to stand up, and within only 1 hour, it could run after its mother. The young calves start grazing within just a few days after birth, but they continue to rely on their mother's milk until they are nearly 11 months old. This is a rapid and remarkable process of development that ensures the survival of the species in harsh environments. Communication within the Burchell's zebra community is expressed not only through sounds such as loud calls, high-pitched whinnies, snorts, and strong breaths, but also through subtle ear movements that convey emotions and warn of danger. Every gentle stroke and lick during the mutual grooming ritual among family members not only cleans their fur but also strengthens their bonds, building a resilient and powerful community. In the land of Ngata, where dried-up puddles leave faint white streaks on the cracked ground, the herd of zebras perseveres in their long and arduous journey. Herd after herd moved across the wavering grasslands, forming long black and white ribbons that stretched like endless rivers, quietly weaving the epic story of life. Under the sacred gaze of nature, they endure with unwavering spirit in the harsh wilderness of Africa. However, even amidst the most pristine and vibrant beauty of Chobe National Park, unprecedented challenges are gradually threatening the very existence of its ecosystem. Rapidly rising temperatures and a decrease in rainfall by as much as 15% in recent times have created harsh pressure on zebras as well as other creatures in the area. This is a wake-up call, alerting us to the fact that climate change is increasingly weakening Africa's precious wilderness areas. Timely intervention and protection are urgently needed to preserve this unique natural heritage for Over the past decade, the local wildlife ecosystem has been pushed into a severe state of crisis. Wetlands are gradually drying up, forcing wildlife to travel farther in search of water and food, while also increasing the risk of conflict with humans, especially in areas bordering farmland. Alongside that is an alarming increase in poaching. From October 2023 to July 2024 alone, 105 elephant carcasses have been discovered, many of which were missing their tusks, symbolizing the increasingly severe poaching crisis. The Lioness area has become a hotspot due to the intense activity of armed groups, making security efforts extremely challenging. The legalization of hunting in 2019, with a quota of 414 elephants for the 2024 hunting season, has earned the hunting of adult male elephants not only disrupts the natural social structure of the herd, but also causes young elephants to become aggressive and difficult to control, leading to an increasing number of conflicts between humans and elephants. However, in that gloomy picture, there are still faint glimmers of hope. Thanks to international collaboration, a state-of-the-art wildlife forensic center has been established in Botswana, led by Virginia Tech University and the Caracal organization. This center utilizes advanced DNA analysis technology to trace the origins of illegal wildlife products, thereby exposing criminal networks and strengthening investigative and prosecutorial capabilities. At the same time, well-trained rapid response teams are always ready to take action as soon as they receive a call for help from the reserves. But Chobe cannot fight alone. The salvation of this place and thousands of lives that depend on it requires not just financial support or scattered efforts, but an awakening in the soul of every person. This is a reminder that we are the true guardians of creation, not irresponsible rulers who destroy nature. If you've ever had the chance to go on a safari by car or drift down the river by boat, witnessing a herd of elephants silently swimming through the crystal clear waters or following the stealthy steps of a pride of lions, stalking their prey across the vast wetlands of Chobe National Park, don't hesitate to share your story in the comments below. It is these authentic experiences that will become a valuable source of inspiration, fueling motivation for nature conservation efforts. so that the wild world remains vibrant and intact for future generations. Please support Nature Moments' journey by liking, subscribing to the channel, and turning on notifications. Together, we will continue to explore the wonders of nature and spread our love for life, a place where every living being deserves to live freely and peacefully in its own home.